Warning! The Manstream podcast is designed to entertain and inform, covering a diverse range of topics. Please be advised that some episodes may contain mature content, strong language, or discussions that may not be suitable for all audiences.
Hello, welcome back to another episode of the Manstream Podcast, brought to you live from beautiful downtown Bellevue, Iowa, on the west bank of the mighty Mississippi River.
We're not downtown.
Close enough. It's a small town. It's all downtown.
Depends what you mean by downtown, because there could be a downtown.
That was a hell of an intro.
That was.
I'm Ryan. Joining me tonight, we got, as always, Josh, Big Red. We got Dave, or not Dave, Dave.
The fuck is my name?
Big Red 2, and Mike. And
Wow.
I'm Ryan.
Ooh, you got the 2.0.
Yeah.
Is that the improved version?
2
or the
TOO.
2 as well?
Also,
okay.
2.
You know, 2.0 would have been better.
We got Josh.
I don't think I'm better.
For those of you that couldn't figure out who's who, good luck. So, jumping back into this, welcome back, everybody. We're excited to be here. How's everybody's week been? Dave, how you been? We missed you on the last one.
I've been good. I had to work, unfortunately, but it is what it is. We should have no more distractions like work going forward.
I mean, it's okay. It's okay to work. You know, you need to eat and quit sleeping on Mike's couch. So,
He don't sleep on my couch.
Mike, how you been?
Dude, I've been great. Leave for Florida tomorrow. Looking forward to that. And had a huge deal last night with Caitlin Clark, breaking the record.
Absolutely.
I didn't hear about this.
Yeah, sure.
Well, let's talk about it.
I've been following Iowa women's basketball well before Caitlin Clark played. Been a big fan, and never have I thought that the point leader in women's basketball history would be an Iowa person. So
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time putting words to it yet. I'm still in like, holy shit.
Not only the point leader, but she's transforming the game, like in terms of like just visibility among like women, younger girls too, and just everybody in general. Like she is the hottest athlete in college.
Yeah.
Like period.
I mean, Angel Reese gave her a shout out.
Yeah.
Did.
Yeah.
I mean,
There was a lot of them.
That's
You see what Michigan did?
respect.
You see what Michigan coach
that's
did
class.
and team?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's class.
They all wrote handwritten notes to her.
That's awesome.
Congratulating her after they lost, and super class act. I thought.
You know,
So-
one of my favorite things about it, and you told me this on the phone the other day, was NCAA came to Iowa's coach, said, if she hits it, we're not stopping the game. In the middle of the game, we can't celebrate. And she said, that's fine, I'll just take a timeout. And sure enough, when Iowa got the ball back, she took a timeout right away.
Timeout.
Yep.
Gave her moment, which she deserves. I think we can all agree. So, yeah, that was very,
And then
very
she
neat.
dropped 49.
Yeah, I wish I'd have
Just as an
taken her for 40
exclamation
plus.
to, hey, I'm great.
Yeah, I
I'll
think I
watch how
talked you
great-
out of that.
You did.
Yeah, I talked you out of that.
Five rebounds away from the triple-double I needed. But congratulations,
He goes,
Caitlin.
He goes, I might take this bet. She needs for score over 40 points. And I said, ooh, I don't know if she'll do that against Big Ten. And she dropped
You
49.
listened to him on
She
Bet.
did you see the stat though that her average against Michigan I think is like 40 something a game.
Yeah,
Not that.
should have took that
I'm
bet.
sorry.
Yeah, hindsight's
I will
2020.
say, she was 5 rebounds short. So, Miss Clark, congratulations on hitting your point scoring all time leader. Next time, get 5 more rebounds.
Just try harder in the defensive.
She had 23 in the first quarter.
Yeah,
like it was crazy.
that's wild.
But that was obviously the highlight of my week.
Well, let's talk about that shot that put her over. I mean,
That was
from
great.
the logo.
From the logo, just
From
Caitlin
I
Clark
mean,
esque.
Well, she
Like-
said, what'd she say? She said, did you think I was going to do it any other way?
No.
So, I mean.
I wanted a 3/4 court shot. Yeah, just the one arm Steph Curry throw.
Yeah.
No.
Just sinks it from
And
their own baseline.
She knew as soon as she jumped and let that go.
It was such an off-balance, awkward shot. It looked
but
like.
that's
It was just,
those are her shots.
That's
like
Caitlin.
those are her shots that she makes.
Right. No, it was great. It definitely capped my week, and then go to Florida tomorrow and spend a week down there off work.
Do me a favor and take this cold weather with you.
Mm-hmm.
It's coming.
It's the warm weather's
Warm weather's coming here.
I hope the cold weather follows you to Florida.
Bite me.
Storms for the whole week. Rain.
Rains.
40s.
It's miserable. The beach washes away. Red tide. I hope you get it all.
Dude, we were actually
Did you say red tide?
Yeah, no, I kid you not. We last March we went down and saw my parents in Florida, and my brother's like, "Yeah, when you come see us by Tampa, we'll go down to the beach." Well, where we went, there was at that point we were looking on the map, and they had not been hit by red tide. Ooh. We pull in down there, and we all get out of the vehicle and we start coughing. Nose starts running, eyes are watering, and I'm like. And all these dead fish on the red tide hit, and it's rough, man. It's like a natural frickin' tear gas.
Yeah. So for listeners that don't know what red tide is, it's a red algae in the water that goes along the coast of Florida certain times a year, and it kills everything. You can't get in the water. All the fish die. It makes the air stink. It's got like an acidic smell.
Yep.
It is brutal. And if you time it wrong and go to Florida, enjoy walking on the beach, trying to breathe and watching all the dead fish wash up. It's pretty brutal.
So
enjoy that.
It definitely hits you. No, there's no red tide. Normally that happens after a hurricane.
Right.
It's when the fresh water and salt water mix and runoff and crap, chemicals and all that shit.
Chemicals.
It's no bueno.
Yep.
Josh?
No Josh, bueno. How you been this week, buddy?
You know, it's been a week. Traveled to Chicago, enjoyed that. Almost came to a bar and met you, but overall, I think it was a safe bet to say that I stayed away.
At like 9:30 in the morning.
To be fair, it was 10:30, 11 o'clock.
Sorry.
When you work all night, 6:30 in the morning is
still your night.
Is your
Dude,
6 in the afternoon.
After
so if
bars,
a bar's open,
after bars are the best bars.
It's the first bar I've been to where at 6 in the morning they're like, "What do you want to drink?" And it's a cocktail. It's not like, "Do you want a chocolate milk with your breakfast?" It's like, "Here's a frozen pizza and a Captain and Coke."
Dude, A bars are so good. Like,
the problem is when you sit there till 1:30 in the afternoon.
Then you go home and go to bed.
It's like the equivalent of 3. You go home, go to bed. You don't got to work in the morning. You wake up at 7 in the morning. You're good.
Or 7 at night.
Whatever floats your boat.
Yeah.
If you want to sleep for 14 hours.
It was a lot of fun. You missed out on a good time.
I probably did. In hindsight, I probably should have stopped and had you look underneath the VW and say, "Hey, you got that underbody engine cover that's fucking dragging on the highway," and made my life a living hell, dude. I was in a dress shirt and dress pants.
Did you have sparks?
No.
Just plastic.
Just plastic.
Oh, okay, good. You're fine.
Fuck it. You're going 75 miles an hour, and all of a sudden your car goes. You think like, shit, I blew a tire in Chicago on the interstate. Like, what the fuck can happen next?
It's plastic.
But yeah, I had to limp it 20 miles to Dixon and have this little kid, size of a squirrel, literally, no creeper, didn't put it up on a lift or anything. He just gets underneath there, slides underneath the entire vehicle, and he's just like, zzz, 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 zzz.
I think your word limp, it was a plastic piece. Nothing in plastic made you limp.
No, it did. It was shaking the car. The whole front end was shaking. It was hitting the tires and shit like that. It was bouncing all over the fucking
I just want to clarify something real quick.
Right.
Yeah.
Josh was not in Chicago.
Naperville.
That is not Chicago.
Naperville. It's a suburb of Chicago.
Yeah, like a very far suburb of Chicago.
Well, I mean, most people when they go to Urbandale, they don't say, "Hey, I'm in Urbandale." Oh, I was in Des Moines. Hey, you were in Johnston? I was in Des Moines.
Same guy who tried to tell me to go get wings at this place and gave me the address.
Yeah, it's just
wrong.
like if you lived in Western Iowa, you were in Nebraska. It's the same thing.
That's true.
It was Asbury? No, you're in Dubuque.
No, I was in Asbury.
No, that's an Asbury.
You're in Dubuque.
No, you're not.
You're in Dubuque.
No, you're not.
We're not going to get into the particulars.
This is that Nebraska education.
Fucking semantics with these two over here.
Well, good. Glad everybody had a good week and made it back.
Absolutely.
Let's move on to our Sip and Savor segment.
Yeah.
So this week's Sip and Savor, we are trying Bumbu rum.
How'd you say that?
Bumbu, right?
Bumbu.
Bumbu.
So Bumbu rum, bottle right here. Sorry, it's we're drinking it, so it's half empty.
Oh, it's fucking fantastic. It's almost drunk. Drank? We're almost drunk.
No, you are.
Yeah, Dave drank most of that. Anyway, Bumbu rum is distilled in Barbados, which is the birthplace of rum. Rum was created some 400 years ago. Bumbu crafts their rum from... Did I say it wrong? What's wrong with you? Are you going to be okay?
It was created some 400 years ago.
That's it was.
It was.
Yeah,
It
that's
was.
Sorry.
because they don't have a correct date
It was
on
the
it. So
sum.
it's
It was the
some
sum
400.
that really made
Well,
me
that's
laugh.
how you say it.
Sorry.
Around.
That's proper English.
Sorry, we're professionals. All right, sorry.
No,
Continue.
We're farthest thing from professionals you'll find on the internet today. But anyways, Bumbu crafts their rum from a blend of the finest sugar cane. Locally, the rum is exceptionally balanced, smooth, without sacrificing the richness and complexity. Fun fact: Barbados was created by coral reefs. Coral reefs are porous, which means they have holes in them. So when the water is forced through the pores, it purifies it, giving you some of the finest water in the world to make rum out of.
And that is science with the mainstream.
Yes.
Actually, they say that
So-
they actually say that the water that comes from Barbados is some of the best water in the world.
Is that where? No, Fiji water comes from Fiji.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
But it's the same thing.
That's isn't
makes
it
sense.
Fuji?
Fiji.
That's an apple. That's an apple.
Fuji water.
Isn't it
Fiji.
Fuji water is a
Fiji.
different drink altogether.
Fubu?
Fuji is a
It's
mountain.
Fuji. It's a Z.
Fuji is a mountain.
F-U-Z-E.
Is a volcano.
Let me get them some of that Boss water.
So anyways, we're going to try some of this Bumbu rum.
Boss.
Cheers. Cheers, boys.
It's
Welcome
Boss
back.
with a V.
Cheers. Cheers.
It's actually really fucking smooth.
It is
So good.
I tried mine. Oh, I'm sorry. I tried mine. I tried mine straight, neat when I got here.
Oh, yeah.
And then
This is neat.
I saw on TikTok someone said
On
if
the
you
rocks,
mix spice rum and Sprite, it tastes like cream soda.
Yes.
And I'm going to tell you that it tastes like cream soda.
It's very true.
Great summer drink.
Well, I got a heavy pour. I don't know if I can mix yet.
We're not supposed to.
Is
you
that
took
how
half
much
the-
I poured you?
Yeah, dude, this is all straight shit. This is straight
wow.
fucking rum. It was
Yeah,
on,
I can see
it was
like,
on the rim.
I can see
Notes
the rum
even
just
said that.
floating
I
over.
dumped it in there. He goes, geez, man. I'm like, oh, that's more than 2 fingers.
I mean, y'all might have to fucking carry me
Some
upstairs.
people's
Someone's
fingers
ass
are bigger
getting
than
laid
others.
tonight.
Something's not working.
No, it is smooth. It is better than Captain Morgan. And I mean, it's
You know,
will say that.
I will say Captain Morgan's usually my go-to rum at a bar, but I had private stock Captain Morgan when I
How's
was in
that?
Chicago.
Is it good? Like
delicious.
smoother or what?
Was this
I like-
was
yeah.
this on the tail end of that bender in the morning, or was this like prior to that?
Whole thing.
Oh,
That's
the
what
whole
I-
thing
that's
was
what
just
I
all
did.
6:30 on.
That and shots, and then yeah. If you've never been to Chicago, make sure you try a shot of Merlot.
Merlot,
Merlot.
dude, it's like
Merlot,
it's like syrup.
correct?
Don't tell them what
it's
it is.
not.
Just go try it and write us. Hey, I tried this.
It's very sweet.
yeah, it's
Is it
really
a
good.
wine?
You took
Yeah,
a shot of that?
It's
No,
Merlot.
I made my
yeah,
boss take a shot.
Oh
of it.
my god! Good,
And then he
good
set his
for
shot
you.
glass down. He's like, "You guys aren't taking one too."
So, anyways, our Sip and Savor is sponsored by Van's Liquor out of East Dubuque, Illinois. Go get yourself a bottle of Bumbu. I highly recommend it. I literally am ready for. I might when I go down to Florida get a bottle because it reminds me of warm weather, sitting in a hammock drinking.
It's really smooth in
Drinking
comparison
rum.
to that Knob Creek we tried 2 weeks ago. I mean, that shit was diesel fuel.
yeah. Well, and I
I
feel
stayed
like
warm for a week.
I feel like I kind of feel like Jack Sparrow a little bit when I drink this because it's.
I like the
Yeah.
cork.
This is the cork. It's the cork that does it for you.
I got a jar of dirt. So
You know, it's sad they're not going to make any more of those movies.
Yeah, they're actually coming out with a new one, and supposedly there's a girl going to
I
play
don't
Jack
want to.
Sparrow.
I don't want to see it.
that.
Yeah,
I don't want to
dude.
see
I
it.
don't
It's,
want
if it's
that.
not Johnny Depp, it's not.
Yeah, Johnny Depp's.
I
Johnny
quit watching
Depp's
Disney.
Jack Sparrow.
when
Like,
they
I will
finished
watch
Star
those-
Wars.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yep. All right, we're gonna have a quick sponsor ad from Vans,
from Van's Liquor.
Liquor, and then we're gonna introduce our guest today.
Are you ready to make every moment unforgettable? Well, we've got the perfect pit stop for you. Van's Liquor. Need a rare bottle for that special occasion? Van's Liquor has it. Craving the finest beers for your weekend hangout? Van's Liquor has it. Just over the bridge at 470 Cincinnati Avenue, East.
And welcome back. We've got Zach Bullock here from one of our main sponsors with Deary Nissan out of Dubuque, also BMW.
Yep.
And it's good to have you, Zach. Appreciate you coming on.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's been a couple weeks now. Well, actually, a couple episodes we've tried to get you on here, but the weather happens and other things.
Yeah, it was during our Blizzard one.
Yeah.
And then we canceled one.
And then
Yeah.
we canceled one. Yeah, there's a lot of
And then we
sickness
canceled
going
another
on.
one.
No, we only canceled one.
Oh, I was out of town for
we
one.
made
sorry.
we made one of those up. That's for sure.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't
You
think you
were
were
out of town
available.
for 2.
I don't think you were available.
it's hard to get me available nowadays. With the baby on the way, it
Yeah.
gets very
Congrats.
busy.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
boy or girl? Do we know yet?
We need more boys in this world.
Fantastic.
More boys.
Oh, so it is a boy.
That
It
means
is a boy.
Oh, you found out.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know you ended up
Does it?
having that.
Yeah, I just
reveal.
told your wife.
wanted to
Yes,
clarify.
Congrats, man.
a boy.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, we need more good men.
Yeah.
We need more good men. That's the thing there.
Yeah.
So you are sales manager?
Salesman, not sales
Salesman.
manager. Hopefully one day we can work our way up that way.
Selling mainly Nissan?
Nissan,
And used?
Nissan and used. So used car specialist and then Nissan specialist as well.
Awesome. So if someone walks on the lot at Deary Nissan, what can they expect?
They can expect great service, number one. Also, Nissan, they have a great promotion going on right now, 0% up to 36 months on 2023s. You have 1.9 up to 60, and then 2.9 up to 72, which is pretty incentivizing for customers to get out of their old vehicles into the new ones.
Awesome.
Absolutely. So my question is, how long you been in the auto industry selling cars?
Auto industry in total, probably 3 years.
Okay.
I've been at Deary Brothers for the past 8 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
What got you into that?
I was doing actually tree service. Learned to find out it doesn't pay as well as what it looks like.
I can believe that.
Yeah, it doesn't pay as well as it looks like. And I mean, Deary, they did a good job of showing that family is important. You know, they treat you like family, and that's really what drew me in heavily.
Good deal.
And having some success, obviously, up there at Deary.
Yeah. My first 6 months, I did 115 cars, and then my
That's
goal
some pretty
for
good quantity.
yeah, it's actually pretty impressive in my opinion. And then
I've
this
never
year,
sold cars, so I don't know. I figured 5 a month would be awesome.
No, it's hard. You have to run. I think I burn more calories than I talk for sure.
Yeah.
But my goal this year is 200 cars, and hopefully if we keep our head down and we keep grinding, we should be able to hit that goal.
Absolutely. I used to sell cars. Selling cars is not an easy task. It's not, especially nowadays too with the internet, made
Yeah.
it entirely harder. So,
Just people wanting to buy everything
I mean,
online or
what-
don't even want to come in.
Well, I think they know it all.
right, and they know it all.
Yeah. A lot of education in the car industry for sure.
YouTube University.
Yeah.
YouTube, yes.
I mean, I got my certification degree from there. I don't know about anybody else. I mean, that's how we built this podcast. Let's be honest. YouTube University is what got this going.
That's why we had so many technical issues too.
I think so too. Yeah. Hey, you can't grow if you don't fail.
And we're
Right.
still looking for a solid tech guy.
Yeah.
Sorry, Notsy.
Sorry, Notesie's crying back there.
So, how about service department at Deary? Pretty
Service
good?
department, grade A. So nice thing about service is you pull right up. They open up the double garage doors for you. Greet you very nicely. Obviously, they know why you're there, but they still act. They play a little dumb. Hey, how can we help you? How can we best serve you? Best thing that I love about service department is they're always willing to offer you water. They're always offering you, hey, here's our lounge. They're always offering help.
I think I mentioned on one episode here the coffee machine that you guys have up there.
Oh, it's amazing.
It's awesome. Every time I come for an oil change or a service or whatever it may be, I'll be up there on Monday for an oil change.
Oh, yeah.
To get that underbody put back on.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Did you buy a vehicle there? Or did you
Yeah,
just,
I did.
Did you?
Yeah.
So fun fact about Josh, the past 3 or 4 vehicles, other than his truck, his Ford F-150
Yeah.
that his son's driving, he's bought every vehicle from me
Yeah.
the past 4 years.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm loyal to Zach, help a kid out, especially somebody that I knew and I coached. And it's great to see him grow up and now him, having a family and growing himself. It's awesome.
Yeah. Dude, the car industry is a hell of an industry. It's fun.
It is fun.
You really have to put your nose to the grind, and the hours are long, but it's very rewarding. And when you can make people happy, and I mean, they come in looking for a vehicle, and not to, when you have the people that were like, I never thought I could get finance for a vehicle. Now look what you're driving, so
Absolutely.
to see the smiles is pretty cool.
The thing that I love about the car industry, truthfully, is you can really make an impact on somebody's life. They didn't think that they could afford a vehicle, but really it's $10 away,
Yep.
$5 away, or just a search. Just finding the right vehicle for somebody, it changes their day, changes their year, changes a lot of things in somebody's life.
Yeah,
Right.
absolutely.
You guys still have the detail department there?
We do.
Okay.
We do. And they do a great job. They work hard. When the salespeople are mad and they need somebody to kind of bicker at, the detail department really comes through and makes everybody happy.
Right. So for our viewers, is there any specials running right now besides the 0% for 36 months? Any service? Anything you could say? Hey, come in and mention the Manstream podcast, and we'll,
I think we worked out with Chad. 10% is what we're doing. Yep, 10% off any service, and just mention the Manstream podcast. So if anybody has anything going on, oil change, service, you want to take it up to Deary, Nissan, or Dubuque, mention the Manstream podcast. I know that we worked with the other Zach that's in the marketing department.
Zach Simmons. Yep.
Zach Simmons worked with him.
Oh, that's Mark's boy.
That is my son. Yeah.
Yep. So we worked with Zach, on that. And then I know that there was the year-end specials that you guys had going on, but I wasn't aware that it was going in 2024. So
Yeah, yep. So we're still trying to get rid of all the 2023s yet. So everybody's excited to try to get in that newer body style. A few things have changed, obviously, but if you can start this year with a 2023 Nissan, you're really winning because you get the special financing rates, number one, but you also, you're still going to get that bumper to bumper and manufacturer warranty, which is great.
It's still a brand new car.
It's still a brand new car. It doesn't matter if it's a year old. It's still brand new. It's your miles, not somebody else's, which is really reassuring to get into.
Yep. And I know we're going to be back up there in the next 2 months. Van's paid off.
I've been waiting for you.
I know.
I've been waiting. We've been talking about it.
We're just waiting to get the title on it, and so the van's paid off. So there's going to be another vehicle in the mix. Hopefully, it's a straight up trade.
What are you going to get?
Here's the thing, Mike.
He's tossing it around.
That is the most Jackson County term ever. Here's the thing.
That's an everybody term. We're kicking tires around trying to find a perfect vehicle.
Well, no, here's the thing.
Here's the thing.
It's got to be a vehicle. It's got to be a vehicle that I can drive during the summer. And in the winter, I can drive the SUV. But in the summer, also, the Candace and Parker can be able to drive it if he doesn't want to take the truck or she doesn't want to take the truck. But it's got to be economical. I'm not going to go out and buy a BMW brand new. That's ridiculous.
Nobody wants to do that when they do that anyway.
So I've actually checked, looked at a couple of the Nissans. They had a VW Jetta up there that they took in on trade.
That one sold.
I did not fit in that fucking
I
thing.
think you should look at a Fiat.
Dude, no.
That one sold as well. The Fiat we had sold.
Fiat stands for
42,000 miles.
Fix it again, Tony.
Parker.
Well, you know what Ford stands for?
Parker's
You know
been
that emblem?
asking.
People circle their mistakes.
Parker's been asking. He's like, Dad, I really want a GTR. And you guys have that GTR up there, but I am not
Don't do
willing to drop $64,000.
You know, Josh, we've been great family friends for a long time. You trained me in football. You've been close to my family. The $64,000 doesn't relate to you.
No, absolutely
You
not.
have a good family discount.
65,000 for you, dickhead.
He'd jack it up for sure. When I bought the VW, he's like, "Hey, come on in. I got a great package worked out for you. You don't even have to worry about the price. Here it is." And I'm like, "All right." I'm like, "Where's my discount?" "Oh, that is the discount. That is the discount." But in reality, I did get a hell of a deal because the blue book on it, I think I paid like $26,500 on it. I think it was like $33,500. Nice. So it was a hell of a deal.
I could see it right now. Josh is sitting there at the numbers, and he says, "Zach says, so here's your numbers." He goes, "Dude, that's $3,000 above sticker. That's your family discount, Josh."
Well, the thing with the car market nowadays, a lot of customers are paying retail pricing for vehicles that are not worth retail. So our biggest singer is if we can sell you a car at trade-in or just above trade-in for what you would take a vehicle in for, you are winning, no matter what, on top of the game there.
Yeah.
So if we can keep you down, it keeps you happy. We have a 90% return rate for a reason. It's not for screwing over customers. It's for building relationships and
absolutely,
and helping people out into their next vehicles.
Absolutely. Well, if anybody listening is in need of a vehicle, which it could be tomorrow.
Everybody is.
Right.
I know Dave's looking.
And don't ever be like, "Oh, I don't. I really don't want a payment." 90% of America have a payment on a vehicle. It happens. If you are happy with your vehicle,
can you guess what that payment is? The average payment right now in the car market,
$450 to $500.
Are we talking leased or are we talking?
No, we're talking overall. What is the average American car payment right now?
$450 to $500.
No, $700 plus.
Are you shitting me?
$700 to $800 a month is a car payment. Plus your insurance, you're looking at.
That's like half a mortgage.
If you're a good driver, $250 a month for car insurance. You're looking at $1,000.
Coslin, Ryan.
You should.
So don't be your average American. Don't be.
No. Go to Nissan and let them take care of you.
Yeah, ask for Zach. He'll hook you up.
Ask for Zach.
Ask for me.
He's got a lofty goal, 200 cars this year.
Yeah,
guys.
let's help him.
And let him explain to you leasing, because there's a lot of misconception in leasing.
There's a lot of benefits.
My vehicles.
There's a lot of benefits. Right. You were telling me you get a check back every year.
Pretty much.
After your 3 years.
Right. My wife and I both lease our vehicles. She owns a dance studio in town, so she doesn't really leave town much except to go to Dubuque with the kids. I drive to Lamont every day. And normally we're under miles, so we go in and we say, we're probably going to lease one, but we want to trade it in. Mm-hmm. Okay, well, your 2019 Tacoma is worth $34,000 and your residual's $27,000. Do you want to put that down? Absolutely not. I'm leasing the vehicle. At the end of the time, I don't get none of that back.
Right.
Give me the check.
Yeah. Right.
You know, so
Take the buyout.
absolutely. So we've done that numerous times.
Yeah. You know, I've never leased. I know Notesy, he's been in the car industry previously, and I know all of those. You leased every vehicle. That's all you ever did. Explain leasing to us, Zach. Somebody commented on the chat here in the stream. Explain leasing to us. They don't know what it is.
So the benefits of leasing, if you are in a major negative equity situation, if you are bringing $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 of negative equity into your next car, leasing is a great opportunity because by the time your lease is up, you don't have negative equity more. So with leasing, you might pay a little bit more money at that time for your negative equity, but at the end of your lease, it's gone. Now, in his situation, is he's not bringing any negative equity to the table.
Yep.
So by the time he's done, he's getting a check back because he's under mileage. Number one, all he had to do was own the vehicle for 3 years and take care of it. A 12-month lease, you put 12,000 miles on a lease for 36 months, which is 3 years. He's ending up winning at the end of the day.
Now, and I don't know how Nissan is. I don't remember. But I know like Toyota, so I get 2 years, 25,000 miles of maintenance, oil change, tire rotation. So
Right.
that like your first 2 years of leasing
You're not
is
even paying
you're
for
not
vehicle
even paying
maintenance.
for vehicle maintenance either.
Correct.
And you can cater mileage. It doesn't have to be 12. You can do 15.
You can buy up,
do-
right?
You can.
And they say
Yeah.
buy miles up front rather than after
Because
they're
is it
cheaper.
more costly in the end if you
Oh,
go
yeah.
over
Yes.
your mileage?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But I don't know about Deere Nissan. I know where I get my vehicles. They're always like my Tundra, my Tacoma. They're going to take it in on trade. They're not going to send it back. So the only time you'll get dinged for miles, I mean, your vehicle might be worth less than what the residual is.
Yeah.
But the only time you get dinged for miles is if they actually send it back to Nissan or Toyota. If
So-
they take it in on trade, you don't get dinged for miles.
So if there's damage on the vehicle, you typically, I know with at least Nissan, you have a $500 rebatable. If there's $500 or less on the vehicle,
Nothing.
then
Don't
no
get
charge
charged.
to you whatsoever. Also mileage, you have a thousand miles over. So if you're 1,000 or less under, if you're at 1,000 miles or under, you're fine.
Yeah.
No money owed. But over, that's when it starts to get a little bit more costly.
That's where it accumulates. So if like you were a salesman on the road, you probably wouldn't want to lease if you're driving 500
Absolutely
miles
not.
a day.
If you're in insurance, you
Yeah.
might as well just buy a vehicle and hope you got a really, really good
Yeah.
deal on it.
So on leasing, do you also get a warranty that goes with it too?
yes.
Yes.
So everything's going to be
Everything is covered.
under warranty.
Man,
He knows. He was in the car industry. He knows.
control these guys.
The kids
Did you
are
not hear
upstairs
that?
slamming doors and stuff. I mean, it's our awesome subwoofer in our studio.
Yeah, I know. I already had quit the industry when I first started leasing, but I mean, you get a new vehicle every 3 years.
And everybody loves that.
Yeah.
Everybody. So your typical person, they trade every 2 years, and typically they are $2,500 to $7,500 negative equity.
Right.
Meaning their vehicle is not worth as much as what they owe in their loan, so they drag that money over into a vehicle to where they can kind of hide it.
Right.
Their payment goes up.
Yeah.
There's a lot of different factors in it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, to go see Zach
Yep.
and discuss leasing. I mean, he can. So you guys are Nissan and BMW
And used car.
and used cars. Is it still with the Deary brothers? Can they still bring in because they own tons of other dealers?
They do. We do like to stay our own franchise because we do want to sell our own cars.
Right.
However, if you're in a dire need of this vehicle, you've seen it at a different lot, I promise you, if you talk to me, you give me a call, I will do everything in my power to try to, tailor to you as much as possible.
Yeah, because Deary owns
A lot.
Jesus, I know they own Ford and GMC and stuff in Makokata, but then
Oh, yeah.
you get out towards Cedar Falls, they got dealerships out there too.
all
so
over.
Yep.
They're all over.
They can get you what you want.
Perfect. Well, at the end of the day, if you guys need anything, hit up Zach at Deere Nissan of Dubuque, and we'll be right back after the sponsored ad from Deere Nissan.
Thanks, Zach.
Thanks again.
Thanks for
Zach.
having me,
Yep.
guys.
Hello, I'm Chad Waters, General Manager of Deary Brothers Nissan, and I invite you to come experience the difference a dealer can make. We're offering a whole new way of doing business centered around a total customer service experience. From pre-sale to post-sale, our team will be with you every step of the way. Be sure to check out our Deary certified program, including our 3,000-mile warranty. So come experience the difference a dealer can make at Deary Brothers Nissan.
All right, welcome back from that little sponsored ad by Deere Nissan. Thanks again to Zach for popping in and talking about that a little bit and some good opportunities. If you feel like you want to go look at a car, mention the Manstream sent you. It's got some good perks behind it. We're going to keep moving on here. Our next thing we're going to get into, let's talk about the Super Bowl.
I'm excited.
What a game. I'm just going to say that, like, if you look at it as a pure football perspective,
It was.
what a hell of a game. Like, if you don't have a dog in the fight, which Rick, I know you had a dog in the fight, but
Oh.
good
What
game.
a-
Overtime game was a back and forth for the most part. Like,
What a second half.
This is the second Super Bowl the Niners have been up on the Chiefs at half, and the Chiefs have come back to win it.
Right.
You, the Chiefs fan. Oh, my.
I feel like the first half was a
Sorry,
feeling
Broncos.
out process for both teams. However, the defenses both make the quarterbacks run for their lives.
Absolutely.
I will
and-
point out here, though, that Dre Greenlaw getting hurt by the Niners really
Thanks for
impacted.
interrupting.
Sorry. You're welcome. I get excited about that. Continue. Sorry.
But it was a feeling out process.
It was.
You can tell after Usher, and the second half started that they were a little more looser. They played a lot better, and it was a way more back and forth game at that point.
Is looser a word?
Sorry.
I think they're loose.
Looser,
They're relaxed.
I like the way you said it.
loosey-goosey.
Things in the second half definitely went better for the Chiefs than did in the first half. I
agree.
I think the Niners were
Thank
plagued
God.
by injuries, and I think the Niners made two huge mistakes that cost them. But you could sit here and play the if that, but because.
In the end, you got to make plays.
At the end of the day, I just don't care for the Chiefs because I'm a Broncos fan. But I'm just glad it was a good game, and go Broncos.
Josh, let's hear it, Mr. Chief.
Let's hear it.
You know, here's the thing.
Here's the thing.
There it is
Here's
again.
the thing. It's
What's the thing, dude?
It's like hey, let's jump into this. Yeah.
It is, but this is so Jackson County. So here's
But
the
I'm not
thing.
even from here.
Here's
That's the
the
fucking
thing.
crazy thing.
Well, you picked it up.
No, I mean, the best thing about it is like, you know, when Patrick Mahomes came into the league and he won his first one, he talked about a dynasty. And I ate so much shit being a Chiefs fan for so long, losing to the Broncos every fucking year.
You said that last podcast.
I know,
Yeah.
but it's something that as Cubs fans, until you win a World Series, it's like, it's one of those things that's unattainable.
You
Like,
just accept it, I think, after a while. Was
you
the
do,
Cubs thing.
but you do. But it's like the Titans, Dave. You know what I mean? Like, you want the Titans to do well, but then you just eat shit and you eat shit year after year. You're like, oh, this is our year. Nope, fuck, it's not.
Well, we had our year and they fucking pissed that away.
Derrick Henry's gone.
Pat
You know,
Mahomes and just scrambling.
but yeah, the thing about it is like, we didn't really have a stellar crew this year. Like, we didn't.
No, it was a pieced together team, it looked like.
We didn't have a stellar crew. Defense, yes, they came around, and second half of the season, just like the offense, got it rolling.
That defensive coordinator is one of the best, though.
Yeah, Spags is going to go down as the best defensive coordinator in the NFL.
Ever?
Has to go, top five.
I say you got Rex Ryan in there. You got
top five.
Buddy Ryan in there.
But, he's not done yet, though, either.
I know.
So,
I'm just,
I think Spags has got like another 4 or 5 years in him, 1 or 2 more Super Bowls, and he's out.
making some head coaching gigs. I mean, it's kind of weird they didn't get any offers for like Spagnuolo.
I think he's happy where he's at.
Maybe, but no one even offered him anything. That's what's weird to me.
How do you know?
McAfee said the other day that they interviewed Spagnuolo and said nobody offered him anything.
Yeah. Well,
So I'm saying
Eric
that's their,
Bieniemy, what did it take him 5 years to get a head coaching job? And
He hasn't gotten one.
And he didn't even get a head coaching
No,
job.
he had to
went
prove-
back to an OC.
Yeah, but how did he do? Horrible.
Mm-hmm.
Because without Mahomes, you're not. Mahomes helps. Like you're having an offense.
Kermit?
I'm gonna start mixing it.
Try it, man. It tastes like.
Can you top me off?
Well,
actually,
I actually had
This shit's
to
fucking
drink
good.
mine
This
down.
here?
You want more of
A
this?
slap, a little
You got like a mason jar full of stuff there.
That's
worry about
Diet Dr Pepper.
Don't worry about it. It's my mixer,
Yeah,
dude.
And I honestly thought the Niners were going to win. That's why I kind of said, in my pick that I wanted the Niners to win, and I chose that because I really wanted the Chiefs to win. And anytime I ever go for the team,
You hedged your bet.
I did.
Fucking loser.
Would it have been nice? Like, as a Chiefs fan, yes, it would have been nice to see the Niners win just because of the Iowa State connection. Brock Purdy, he is Mr. Irrelevant. It's a great story that he's got. I think he's going to be a good quarterback as long as he has weapons around him. 49ers are losing a lot of players. A lot of cap coming up. Yeah, they are. They talked about it today. There's like 9 guys.
They haven't lost anybody yet.
There's
People will
n-
take hometown guys. Like
there-
Ayuk, they're going to let him walk. They
There's
have
like-
to.
Okay. One of the top receivers.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
see. And then if Samuel can't stay healthy, then
I wouldn't
I don't
let
think we're
Ayuk
letting Ryan
run.
talk.
I
here at
wouldn't
all.
either. No, I like Samuel.
I feel for Brock Purdy because before the game they said you're young and if you lose this, they're going to blame you no matter
A
what.
lot of naysayers.
Honestly, in my opinion,
His hands are too small.
Besides Christian McCaffrey, who absolutely balled out in
Stud.
overtime.
Yeah, he did.
He was like, okay, we'll win. I'll do it. Give me the ball.
Yeah,
and
pretty
that's
much.
what they
They
did.
stopped for some reason.
And then I will say, Purdy played phenomenal, and the only time he struggled is when everybody was in his face. And I think that's a coaching issue. You should have known the blitz was coming.
Let's talk. Let's
You
talk
should have
about
got the ball
coach.
out of his hands
Shanahan?
earlier.
Right. Let's talk about coaching issues. How does the 49ers not understand overtime rules?
I'm gonna. Here's what I'm gonna
They
say.
change it
about that.
every year.
In my opinion, they had the momentum, so I'd take the ball first too and keep balling off.
Never.
But the problem is their defense was on the field for like 6 minutes at the last. So they
Like
were
you
tired,
saw, there
so-
was on-field mics that were literally they picked up Patrick Mahomes and he's going, they want the ball. They want.
Yeah.
They want the ball.
Yeah.
And even the ref,
Even the ref said,
at the
"Don't-"
coin toss, they said tails. What do you want to do? And he said receive. And he goes, you want to receive? And they go, yeah. And he goes, which way you want to? Where do you want to kick off from? He goes, down there. We want to kick that way. And then that's when Patty Mahomes ran off, and he goes, they want the ball. And Travis Kelce goes, they want it. Let them have it. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
I mean, and for all them, like they caught 49er players on the sidelines, and then after the game talking to them, they're like, we never discussed overtime rules.
Yeah.
Like
And the
we
Chiefs
never
did.
discussed
Yeah,
it.
multiple
Oh,
times
we-
I said that. Like that was.
How
one
do
of-
you do that?
Yeah, how do you play at that level and not discuss it at some point?
So-
throughout
It's a
the year?
coaching-
I know they're different in the postseason, but not that different.
Right.
They
Right.
just keep playing
Right.
in the postseason.
So the other day, it was Lynch, Shanahan sitting in a press conference after the Super Bowl, and I think it was Lynch that said, actually, we haven't made any decision yet on what we're going to do. We haven't even talked to our coaches. And this is when I found out how much pull Shanahan actually has. Shanahan's sitting over there, and he goes, actually, we have made it. We'd like to make an announcement. Wilkes is fired. So they fired the defensive coordinator after that game. But I think more eyes need to be on Shanahan on how didn't you inform your team of overtime rules?
See, I think it was kind of classless to fire him. He did good.
Wilkes
He
did terrible. You ran an
Okay, so no,
umbrella
no, no, no,
coverage
no,
in
no, stop, hold on,
overtime.
hold on.
Yeah,
you're talking about a small block of the overall picture. He was great. For one, he was great as the interim coach for Carolina. Didn't get a shot. He was great as their defensive coordinator this year for the regular season. Yes, postseason he sucked it up, which I understand. That's what you get paid for, is be clutch in big situations. But his numbers were great. They were on the level of D'Amico Ryan's.
So you run an umbrella coverage in overtime. You send 5 back. All Patrick Mahomes has to do is get into field goal position 1 or score a touchdown to win the game 2.
Right.
And you send 5 guys that deep. Patrick Mahomes is going to pick you apart all day.
But if you put 5 up front and 2 back, he's going to throw deep at the corners.
Oh,
It's
I
the
don't.
same
I don't
thing.
believe so because the only deep threat that they have is Valdez Scanling.
Travis Kelce.
He's not a
is-
deep threat.
Rasheed Rice is a deep threat. I
Well,
would
Travis
say.
Kelce's not a deep threat at all.
He is not a deep threat.
When they're down, they're already down there though in the red zone. So when he
No,
caught that
he
pass-
ran. He ran 5.
He ran
He
it the
ran.
whole
He
time.
ran it the whole overtime.
the whole overtime
Overtime.
when they were out there, he had 5 guys.
And the
15
announcers
yards
even
away
called
from
it
the
out.
ball.
Yeah, you got to watch.
Like, don't let
Rewatch
them
it.
get behind you, but let them
Rewatch
do
that
whatever
OT.
else they want.
Yeah, the announcer is even like, I can't believe they're giving Patrick Mahomes that much room.
Yeah.
And then let's talk about having them pinned on 4th and 2.
Yeah, and they didn't. Okay,
And Nick Bosa, arguably one of the best defensive ends in football,
Yeah.
is not disciplined enough to
lost
stay
contain.
home.
Yep, lost contain.
Spy the quarterback.
But I will say, as a Chiefs fan, after the fact, I went back and rewatched it a couple different times now. We got away with a lot of penalties that should have been called.
Imagine
should
that
have
as
been
the
called.
Chiefs.
Their offensive
Like the
line has the
Packers,
most
dude.
holding penalties in the regular season.
Taylor,
and then
I
you get
counted
one.
7 more holds where it was just blatant.
There
in
was-
front of the back judge, in front of the up. I mean, it was like, how is that not getting called? Even Shanahan came over and he goes, hey, you're going to call that on us? Because the 49ers got a hold. I can't remember if it was on Karlaftis. The hold was on Karlaftis. But he's like, hey, if you're going to call that, you got to call it both ways all day. And, I mean, after that, Taylor just grabbing shoulder pad and jersey, holding on. Like, the thing about it is the Chiefs played it like when you get held, throw your hands up and fall down, where the Niners just kept going. So it didn't look like
It's always been the saying, there is a hold on every play.
Every play, yeah.
It just depends how blatant it is, like how obvious it is. I mean, we as fans, we sit there and watch almost every offensive play and go, dude, that's a hold. How are they not calling that? Especially, I like to say for the Iowa defense. The Iowa defense is very good, and they can definitely normally get around the edge or in the inside. And you're like, dude, they're holding them all day. How are they not calling it?
I know.
There's a hold every play. So I mean, I think you'd really have to nitpick to say, dude, there was a lot of missed calls on the Chiefs. There was probably some.
Yeah.
There was probably some on the Niners. But let's all remember, I picked the Chiefs to win.
Yeah.
You did not.
Yeah,
I did
I
not.
picked the Niners. Josh picked the Niners. Mike picked the Chiefs.
Good job.
I did.
Good job.
Actually, to tell you that,
Who really won in this, though?
because you,
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Well,
you hedged your
Yeah,
bet.
we don't have our overall record.
I'm a Bear.
No, it doesn't matter. I don't care. About
I'm a
the
Bears
record.
fan,
I don't
dude.
care.
I'm a Bears fan. We're never gonna win.
I know.
I hate the Chiefs.
I know.
Depends on this draft goes. You
Well,
guys have a lot
I
of potential.
actually-
Like if you guys trade back, there's a chance the Bears could make.
So I sent a video of this guy explaining how Ryan Poles has the opportunity. So Washington wants the 1 pick, so they trade back to the 2. At that point, they're like, "Do we need a quarterback?" No.
Washington is too. Okay.
Then they trade the 2 pick to Atlanta, so they jump up and get a quarterback. And it's like it's a 4-team trade, but it would end up, dude. The draft
Give
stock
them
would
like
be freaking nuts.
6 picks in the first 2 rounds.
Dude, it'd be crazy. So no, we'll see what happens. But it was a good Super Bowl.
It was.
I really.
I'm glad it was a close score.
Absolutely.
The halftime show wasn't terrible.
I honestly understand. I like
Better than some.
different generation. I guess Usher wasn't bad at all.
It was like middle school for me.
I felt like there was some mic issues though.
I mean, it was all everything jumped up when Lil Jon and Ludacris came out, which
Those
yeah,
were the surprise guests. I
was
was
great.
disappointed in that.
Did you see all
Why?
the? Did you
What?
see?
How are you
Did you see all the media coverage going? Oh, if I was Alicia Keys' husband, I'd be so mad that another man touched me like that.
I mean,
Dude,
I
they
think
were
those-
reenacting
yeah.
my boo or whatever that song was.
Well, and
or
that's
Boo.
Usher. Okay.
Yeah.
Shut your mouth.
Ursher.
Ursher.
I don't know. It reminded me of in middle school sitting at Sonic, like Usher's playing and there's people on roller skates.
Dude, I was in college.
Drinking a Route 66
there's one-
vanilla root beer.
There's one like funny story that came out of this whole thing is like when they came out on those roller skates, there was a chick. Did you guys see her just completely fall off the stage? Like
No.
fell like 10 feet down.
Yeah, it was one of the girls on the pole.
Go YouTube this. Yeah, she was
Really?
Yeah, she bruised the hell out of her eye. Goddamn, somebody caught her, but she ended up hitting a tripod. Somebody had a camera up, like videotaping this.
Oh, shit.
So she goes on to say, and this is the funny part about it. She lied her way into that because she said she was an expert roller skater. Well, when she signed up to be an actress prior to, she put down and her agent said, just check everything that you're an expert in because somebody will call you for it. So she forgot 4 years prior she had checked off that she was an expert roller skater. She had never roller skated.
Dude, one of our viewers find this video and put it on our Facebook
Notesy,
page.
can you find her name?
It was hilarious.
Google her name because she has a TikTok. And
She
she
does.
put it. I've seen the TikTok.
Find it and
Her
put it on
face
our
is-
Facebook page.
Yeah.
It looks like she lost a fight with a doorknob. Like,
I wanna see this.
Up. And she's like, yeah, just I'm alive, and just so you guys know, do not lie on your resume.
But here's the deal. She got paid $20,000 to go out there and do that one
Worth it for a
spot.
little scar there, probably.
And the funny thing was is she wasn't even the original. She was a backup. So one of the girls got COVID. One of the girls got COVID.
Is that you, Notesy?
Yeah.
One of the girls got COVID that week. And the day before the Super Bowl, they said, hey, you're in, you're a sub. And she literally spent that night, she said on this TikTok, going into the parking lot and trying to roller skate and get her shit down. She didn't sleep. She literally roller skated all night to try to do this and then get on stage and you flail.
Dave's jealous over here. He's going, man, she made $20,000 just for that.
Dude, just for roller skating?
It's like I can fucking roller skate.
I can roller skate, and I can actually roller skate a little bit. I might fall.
It's all them years at skate country.
All the years doing the hokey pokey on inlines. It was great.
Well, it was a good Super Bowl.
Can you imagine though? Someone comes out in
and
like rollerblades
now
instead of.
now it's sad. Football season's over, but I always look forward to the draft. So
Hey, we got. This will segue into our next segment.
Absolutely.
Football season's over. NASCAR season starts. Daytona 500. And here's all I got to say about it. Rain, 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 rain.
yeah, they moved it back to Monday.
Monday. All right, moving on.
Yeah, I don't know much. Like I haven't followed NASCAR since Earnhardt Sr. died, but I think Joey Logano got the pole. But the Daytona 500 is always a fun race to watch.
Yeah.
And as I've gotten older and have kids, I now understand why my dad liked watching NASCAR. He said it's great. You watch the beginning, you take a nap in the middle, you wake up and watch the end.
It's like
for
golf,
nap time.
It's
It's for
like
nap
golf
time.
tournament.
No, it's not like
tennis.
golf. No, no, we're
Very
not gonna we're gonna argue about that golf thing. I could watch the golf thing all day.
Oh,
Dude,
no.
Golf puts me to sleep faster than
Yeah.
any other sport in the world.
I love golf.
What's wrong with you?
Same with cornhole. You guys ever watch the ACL?
Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
I'm not
dude.
going to watch
On ESPN.
throwback.
I don't
think- I don't
The
think we're
Ocho?
watching
Yes, I
the
do.
same thing.
The Ocho.
Ocho? Yeah, no. I love it though. Like watching cornhole. It's just-
Dodgeball.
Yeah, they start and you're like, oh, okay, it's gonna be a good match, and just
Yeah.
fall asleep and then wake
What is
up
it?
and it's the last match. Yeah.
Oh, was it scorpions or what were they?
The
Purple cobras.
purple cobras,
Cobras,
yeah.
there you go.
This
Globo Gym.
is Michelle.
They got guys named
Michelle.
Laser and Blazer and all sorts of
Laser
Azers.
and taser. What was that Russian
Anyways.
chick's name?
Sorry,
About a scribbler.
sorry they don't make a sorry your coach got crushed by 2,000 pounds of Irish irony Hallmark card.
Ooh.
Cramming up your cram hole, the floor.
We dressed up as Emma's Halloween one year. We even had the guy.
Patches O'Houlihan?
We even had Patches O'Houlihan. We had a guy that worked at Stryker Medical. Actually got a wheelchair for the night, and he played the part because he didn't get out of that wheelchair. He had a bag of wrenches with him, and he was throwing them at people.
Oh my God.
Downtown Court Avenue, Des Moines, Iowa. Absolutely. I'll even pull the picture up. When
That's
we're
a
done here to show
lawsuit
you.
waiting to happen. It's
Oh,
the
it was
month,
great.
right?
That's
What's
assault,
it that
brother.
What's it that Patches says? I drank my own urine once because I like the taste.
Because I like the taste.
Necessary? Is it necessary for me to drink my own urine?
It was a great show, man. It was a great Halloween that year too.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, the Daytona 500. Check it. I mean, Daytona 500 is always a great time. It is. And
It's a fun
Ryan's
race
not
to
a NASCAR.
watch.
But Ryan's a race car driver, and he. No, I don't watch NASCAR.
You're not an NASCAR fan?
It's the most known race.
Dude, so growing up, I was like the
He was a-
die-hard Jeff Gordon
yeah,
fan.
the Rainbow
That's-
Douche
that's my
Chevrolet.
guy.
Is that the Lowe's guy?
No, that
That's
was the
Jimmy
Rainbow
Johnson.
Douche Chevrolet, the DuPont.
Yeah,
Jimmy Johnson's
Jimmy
Lowe's.
Johnson drove. Jimmy
Lowe's.
Johnson's a douchebag. But
Oh.
yeah, he drove the
So is
full
What
Jeff
did Gordon
Gordon.
drive for?
The Rainbow
Hendrick. They both
DuPont
drove for
car.
DuPont, dude.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
DuPont. That's
The
what it
24
was.
car.
24.
Can he
And
not
he
hear?
had-
Yeah.
I can hear you fine.
I'm listening to the
there's
guy.
an echo.
That's a GIF moment there.
That's okay. I'm listening to you, Mike.
I'm
There's an
listening to the
echo,
guy
and
who
it sounds like
races.
Dave.
DuPont, Rainbow DuPont. Did
Yeah.
he drive the Lowe's car? Rainbow DuPont.
Rainbow
Was he in
DuPont.
that 24 car?
Did he have the
Is he
M&M
on
cart? No, that's Matt Kenseth. Settle down there.
Dude, I
How about
don't.
the Bass Pro Shop?
I don't watch
Dude,
racing
Murray.
at all.
Yeah. You don't?
Not at all.
Oh, dude, I know all these races. I just don't follow it. Like,
No.
Anywho,
I played one NASCAR game.
I've quit watching it. You know, I race myself dirt track, so I follow that stuff closer. The Speed Week stuff leading up to Daytona 500 for the dirt world is fun to watch. You got East Bay, you got Volusia. All the guys show up down there. Some of the Volusia Speedway Park. You know, a lot of the NASCAR guys will show up with dirt stuff and race a couple nights, and it's
Tony
just fun.
Stewart used to do that stuff, didn't he? When he was
Tony
Knoxville.
Stewart owns the best dirt track in the country. Well, it used to be Ohio, out in Ohio.
He was one of my favorites.
He was
Eldora.
Knoxville.
He was a Knoxville racer for a while.
Yeah.
I always liked Tony
sprint
Stewart. I was a
cars.
big fan of Tony Stewart.
He's drag racing now.
Dude,
actually.
Good for him.
Is he really?
Have you
His
seen?
wife drag races.
Have
You
you
can't
ever
keep
tried?
the racer down, man.
Have
can't
you
keep
ever
the racer
tried
down.
to sit in a sprint car?
Do you see us?
Are they?
I have seen a sprint car, but those don't come with seats big enough for me.
We need to have you try to sit in a sprint car.
Hey, come over here and sit in my spot.
Throwing this
It's like
out
sitting in
there
a
to
sprint
any,
car.
any racers that might be listening to us.
Sprint cars.
Still, if you got a sprint car, I'd love to sit in it, and I'd love to drive it. And I will
I
try
will
to pay
find
for
you
what
a
I
sprint
rent.
car to sit in.
Just
Try to pay
we'll
for
film
what I
it.
rent.
It'll be
I-
coming to a real near you.
I worked at Home Depot in college, and Tony Stewart was sponsored by Home Depot. It's the only reason I know that.
Going to the Home Depot.
He actually showed up to our West. He showed up to our West Des Moines Home Depot, and he had his NASCAR, but then also had his sprint car that he owned and operated that raced in Knoxville. And we had a chance to sit in them. I couldn't get into either. Wasn't even going to try.
You were just an employee.
Wasn't even going to get a try to get into the NASCAR and that sprint car. I saw 110-pound women struggle to get in there. I'm like, there's not a fucking chance.
You worked at Home Depot?
Oh, dude, yeah, I
worked
did.
at Home Depot.
When I was in
High five.
college, man. I worked pro desk the entire time there.
It was a lot loader.
I wish
lot loader.
Notesy was good with the sound bar because there was a button I would have had him press when you guys gave each other high five.
Okay, let's do it again. Ready?
Yeah,
I'm hanging.
He ain't ready.
Fuck.
our soundboard.
The Home
If you-
Depot.
If you know how to run a soundboard,
If
send
anybody's
us your
looking for a
resume.
part-time,
We're still looking for a tech
internship
job.
free
Maybe-
position,
Maybe the Bed Bath and Beyond. I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna have enough time.
we don't pay. I will say,
Frank, what are you doing?
My name is Jeff.
Frank, what are you doing? We're going streaking. Everybody is. We're going to the quad.
to the gymnasium.
Do you think Chick-fil-A?
You know what?
Kentucky Fried Chicken
Hey,
is still open?
let's come back to that comment later on when we do our who would you be down the road character in a movie.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, all right,
Let's
so
come-
that's
let's
the
come
thing.
back to that.
So, anyways,
Suspense for later.
I think that wraps up our sports talk. We need to move on from that.
Yeah,
I do have to ask a question. I know this might not be Josh. When do we want to Badass Barbecue, our other sponsor?
I think we work that into down the road after we get done with
All
who
right,
did it
sounds
but
good.
better.
So Ryan's going.
Yep.
All right.
No,
so
we're on this one.
I know, but that's where we'll work it in at.
Oh, okay, you made a decision.
Moving on. Moving on. Welcome to our
Here's the thing.
Who did it or,
Or
what
what
better. So we got two options.
Who
and
did
we're
it
gonna-
or what better?
We got two options
For those
here.
of you who are dyslexic, it's
And,
better did who did what.
And
Okay.
we're all going to go around the room and pick one
Who did it or what better?
and maybe argue with each other over our decisions. Or maybe we'll just agree with each other for every single one. It'll be the most boring
that was
15
funny.
minutes of your life.
We kind of did that
Tune in
time.
last week's episode.
If it isn't already, it's about to be.
All right. So our first who did it better? Taco Bell or Taco John's?
Taco John's for me all day. The quality's better. The price is more, but you pay for what you get. Taco Bell, when you're drunk at 3 a.m. in the morning, there's not a better 5-star
The
chef.
quality of Taco John's is better?
Fucking A, man. In Dubuque it is.
I will agree.
Which Taco John's in
Their
Dubuque?
meat looks like
Central.
shit in a
Central.
shell.
Sorry.
Central.
Sorry,
Key West.
Key West.
Central.
No,
Key
Key
West.
West. Dude. I was in Key West, and the workers were fighting with each other. Like there was an off.
Was this
fight.
before or
And
after
then
COVID?
no, I kid you not.
This makes a
because
difference,
He got
damn
some
it.
lady's wig in his
So
bag.
I walk in. This was when they had the
We
steak.
have derailed.
This was when they had the street steak tacos out.
Oh, those were the bomb, dude.
So
Little-
I
little
went
queso
in.
fresco.
Yeah, we went in for lunch at work, and I got the street tacos. And my coworker, he orders the Olay nachos.
Yeah.
No, he ordered the regular street nachos and a side of potato olays.
It's one thing I get. that
And
never
this
goes
old lady got, I mean, she was working. She brings out the food, and he goes, "This is not what I ordered." And she goes, "That is what you ordered." And he goes, "I ordered the street nachos with a side of Olays, not the street Olays with a side of Olays. I did not order that." She goes, "This is what you ordered. You ordered the steak Olays." And he goes, "I just said I ordered steak." And then the guy in the back was like, "She don't fucking know what she's doing."
Hey, the customer is always right, Taco John's.
So I said, "I'm never going back there again."
Remake that 40-cent fucking meal.
That's customer
Let's go.
service, man. I
Okay.
would go there just on principle.
Mike,
Man.
you're a Taco Bell guy?
So I'm a Taco Bell guy, except the potato Olays. I love them.
It's just tater tots. You can get those.
Yeah,
anywhere.
but
No,
it's
it's
the
the seasoning.
seasoning. Thank you.
Crack
Jinx,
addict.
you owe me a
Sea
Crack
salt.
addict.
something. Taco Bell, I feel their tacos are way better. Their chalupas are so good. Dude, their Baja chalupa is amazing with chicken.
Crunch Wrap Supremes are pretty good. See, I like both. Too,
And
I'm just
then,
saying.
when I used to drink soda besides Sprite and mixed
Oh,
drinks,
God. Everybody likes
Baja
Taco
Mountain Dew.
Bell.
Dude, Taco Bell is
No,
amazing.
I mean, like everybody comment.
It's because it's easy. It's easy. It's easy. It's
Taco
easy
Bell's
because you
far
guys
superior.
are unimaginative.
Yeah,
It's
no,
easy.
it's far
Get
superior.
out more.
Dude,
It's cheap. It's cheap.
Taco John's
Tightwads.
tacos are ass.
Let's continue, Ryan.
I'll
did.
say Taco Bell because the best thing on their menu is the Doritos Locos Cheesy Gordita Crunch. It's fucking amazing.
Can you
That's
say
a hell
that
of a
fast?
fucking name.
cheesy Doritos Locos Cheesy Gordita Crunch. Doritos
It's so
Locos
good.
Cheesy Gordita Crunch.
You've ordered it about 40 times.
Drink
haven't you?
that.
I order one every time I eat.
Drink that and then say it that fast.
Okay.
Cheesy gordita.
I'm going to go with Taco John's. I will say Taco Bell has its place. Taco Bell,
See, people are calling. 'cause
Jeez.
you've upset
That's how
them.
we.
No.
Because it's so.
You two have upset them.
Taco,
be fun.
Taco Bell has its place. I eat there.
I poop in
if I
pools.
don't, if I don't want to drive to Taco John's, they have a great dollar menu. Let's be honest.
Taco
Taco Bell
Oh
has
yeah.
a great dollar menu. Taco John's does not really.
Is it actually $1?
No, it's
Yeah,
like
it's like $1.29.
That's not $1.
Well, it's their dollar menu.
It's their rounded up dollar rounded up menu.
Taco John's, I will agree with Dave, has a higher level of cuisine, even though it's
ingredients.
fast food.
Cuisine, it's fast food.
Just because you use
No,
big words doesn't mean it's
all
better too. I'm just saying.
The street steak tacos. I've never seen that from Taco Bell. I've never seen queso fresco. I've never seen fresh cilantro on a steak taco. Or
you
a
think that
taco.
was fresh cilantro?
Absolutely, man. Like cilantro turns brown if you don't use it in a day and a half.
I
2
did
days.
Dude, when they get it, it looks like grain. They put it in a bowl
They
of water
spray-
and
they probably just
microwave it
spray
and put it on your taco.
Potato olays, the chile verde sauce, everything about it.
6
Taco
pack and a
John's,
pound.
Taco John's hand down.
You know that green
I'm
chili
just saying,
verde
dude.
shit was probably old salsa that turned green.
2 and 2.
Taco Bell.
We're split.
Cheers to Taco John's, motherfucker.
If you
Okay.
like Taco Bell and shitting a lot,
And they have Pepsi products there.
so
Taco
does
Bell
Taco
does too,
Bell
though.
because they have the freaking. Actually, okay, if we're doing
Good one,
soda,
Karen.
Taco Bell has Baja Blast.
Mountain Dew Baja Blast exclusive at
Never had
Taco
it.
Bell.
Never
Now,
had
if we're
it.
You
gonna
know
do
why?
this shit,
'Cause you
fucking
haven't- you don't
Sam's
like
Club
the
has the
tacos.
best.
We're not talking Sam's Club.
Okay, well, if we're talking about Baja Blast,
Okay, hold on. So why don't you skip over, come back to the next one and go next. We're talking about soda. Go down to the Pepsi and the Coke.
Okay, we'll segue into soda. I guess I'll
Jesus
just cross
Christ!
them
Now
off
I'm
'cause we're
now I'm
jumping
gonna
around.
have to like
We can
freaking
bounce
do
back.
arrows.
What are we
and
fucking
shit.
bounce
This
Okay.
is the ADD. Okay, this is
There's a feather.
yeah. Okay.
All right, so our next who did it better, Pepsi or Coke?
Pepsi.
The
Pepsi.
drink Coke, Dave.
Pepsi.
Pepsi.
Not
All
the
day.
white shit.
Coke tastes like dog shit in a stick. Fight me over it.
Pepsi.
I'll have to go with Pepsi there too.
Dude, Coke. Yeah, I don't want to drink something that takes
Richard, if you
rust
pick
off
Coke
a fucking.
after saying
once
that
in a
Taco
while.
Bell has Pepsi,
Hang
or
on,
Taco
time out.
John's Pepsi.
Every once in a while, I crave an ice cold Coca-Cola.
Cherry
Because
cola.
there's something about that film it just leaves on your teeth that it's just desirable.
You know what that's
every now and
called?
again.
It's called rotting your teeth away because of the alkaline
I'll
or
just
whatever.
brush
it
it
is.
off later.
The
It's okay.
alkaline?
Alkaline. It's the alkaline. in
Dave
it.
has no clue what he's talking
It's
about.
an A word, okay?
I'm gonna go with Pepsi. I am a Pepsi guy, 100%.
Yeah, dude.
But Coke has its place.
Like cocaine or
Cherry Coke. No, snuff. Whatever he calls it.
You know what I had for breakfast?
Cocaine.
cocaine and hookers.
I know. I
Cocaine
think he's over there
He's
trying, to find it.
Jesus.
Our soundboard guy is having a rough
name's
day.
It's been a few weeks for him.
Oh yeah. It's on page 4, I believe.
We need to actually. I'll print it out. We're gonna have to
All
put a
right.
printout right in front of us.
Too late. Moving on.
Yeah, moving on. Jesus.
Our next two did it better.
We tried.
WCW or WWF?
All right, so for those who don't know, it's wrestling. So WWF. Because people are like, what fucking letters are you just saying out? Like,
Google it.
Google. Okay, so WWF was better
Why?
because The Rock.
Oh, we got
Because
some
The Rock.
bean burritos are garbage at Taco John's. Literally order Taco Bell right now.
Is that Bon?
No, this is a gentleman by the name of Blake.
I hope.
Balake.
Balake. You shut your mouth, Balake.
And somebody actually likes Coke, Diet Coke.
Coke, Diet Coke.
Speaking of that, the way that she said that, Coke, Diet Coke, I used to date when I was in high school, I dated a girl that went to Marquette University in Wisconsin and Milwaukee. And I went up there and I had to order at a pizza place. I wanted a Mountain Dew.
What are you counting?
She told me I had to order a Pepsi Mountain Dew. Must be a Wisconsin thing. Must be Milwaukee. She said if you want a Diet Coke,
No, down south, they
Coke,
call it
Diet Coke.
soda.
Remember how I said
No.
I don't like
Don't they?
Wisconsin fans?
Well,
Yeah, I know.
down south.
That's
but in
'cause they go-
Texas, everything's a Coke.
that's because they go
Cola.
Coke, Dr Pepper.
Coke.
I need a
Everything's-
Coke, Dr Pepper.
I need a Coke. What kind?
Because I call it soda.
Everything's a Coke in
Everything
Texas.
is Coke in Texas.
I know that. Yeah, that's what I meant.
So back to the WCW, WWF. You said because of The Rock.
WWF because that's when I started really getting into it because Triple
Can you
H, the
smell
D-Generation X,
what
The Rock,
is cooking?
Stone Cold Steve Austin, when like that whole 2000s.
Someone commented Austin 316. Yeah.
That's exactly fucking right.
So
because
this
we're gonna open
is-
a can of goddamn
I know
whoop
way
ass.
more
This
of those
is
wrestlers than I
this
do
is
in
very
the other
hard
side.
for me.
Sting.
So-
like, there's
Me
a lot of good
too. Triple
WCW
H.
wrestlers.
This is
Goldberg.
very-
Hold the phone.
This is very hard for me because growing up, we were really big into wrestling. And WCW, I mean, dude, you're talking NWO, you're talking Hulk Hogan, you're talking The Giant, you're talking Sting,
The Giant was both. I mean, he transitioned.
would you stop because he was originally an NWO?
Well, WWF, he was a big show.
So, yeah, that's when he turned into the Big Show, Dick Head.
Yeah, he did.
So,
He was always a
anyways,
dickhead. You're right.
But then you have WWF, who had Degeneration X, which, I mean, you had Shawn Michaels.
Part of Degeneration X, yeah.
You had, well, he was also Shawn Michaels
I know.
by himself. You WCW had Bret Hart.
Rip Owen Hart.
Owen Hart passed away.
Rip. That was, yeah.
So that's a tough one for me, but I'm going to have to say WCW.
Macho Man Randy Savage.
I'm going to have
Dude,
to
he
say
was- he was the
say
best.
WCW, and because there was a lot of, I mean, yeah, there's a button for that too.
There is.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Jesus H. Christ.
What the fuck do
We're
you
just
do?
breaking down.
What do
So,
we have you do?
Atti-
for us?
somebody said the Attitude Era and WWF Attitude Era, you couldn't
Dude.
beat it.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, that is not
was
my.
not it. That was not Macho Man.
I'm walking off. I'm done.
All right.
It's labeled. Look.
So
Fucking shit.
Jesus.
we all know in the Hardy Boys.
The Hardy Boys were one of my
They were
favorites too. Yeah.
WWF. Yeah.
Good storylines, I thought.
I'm older than you guys by a little bit.
No
I'm a
way.
WCW fan,
Yeah.
wholeheartedly. I do think the WWF, what McMahon has done.
He ain't part of it anymore, is he?
No, he sold it.
he sold it.
Triple H is the.
Yeah, Triple H is like an owner, but I think the Arabs own it.
No, I don't think so. I think
so.
He just sold it to some guy. They did an interview on it with him. He was he's the president and.
Okay. See, I thought
CEO.
like somebody, a big conglomerate in the Middle East, purchased it. Purchased
I don't
the
think
majority
so,
stake.
but maybe we have to fact check.
I think
that.
it was like $8 billion.
I'm afraid to ask our tech guy because he's been fucking up all night, so I don't want to ask him.
Now, what I will say is, and I can speak for myself, I don't follow wrestling at all anymore. Like I haven't watched it since I haven't watched it since WWF went to WWE.
Yeah.
So, but WCW, man, that was the original shit, and that's, I mean, but WWF with Degeneration X, and I mean, so that's a tough one. I'm gonna say WCW. But
NWO, remember that? You guys ever play that game? N64.
NWO
WCW versus NWO.
NWO was WCW.
Yeah, I know, but that was just like an offshoot. It was like an off thing. It was a good game. It was a good game.
Well, we
Speaking of
could branch that though. The red NWO or the white NWO? Who did it? Who did it better?
The Wolfpack.
Wolfpack.
I don't know enough to make a decision.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. Yeah, that was Wolfpack. I thought they were pretty solid.
But speaking of video games,
Ooh.
let's move into our next two today.
Absolutely.
All right.
The age-old question: PlayStation or Xbox?
Okay, so
Overall,
this is a tough one. I like Xbox personally, but I have played both, and they're both phenomenal gaming systems. Xbox is what I choose just because the controller feels better. I've always found that PlayStation controllers are lighter and don't feel kind of right.
Who are you looking at?
The camera, letting everybody know.
The audience.
Who the fuck am I supposed?
our viewership.
Us. Who you're talking to?
So fuck everybody else, but I'm just telling you guys that Xbox is better than PlayStation, and I want you to know that I think PlayStation controllers kind of suck. They're light and feel flimsy. However, I like PlayStation games. Gran Turismo is a very fun game. You can only get it on PlayStation, as far as I know. Probably PC, but
Do they still make that?
Yeah, they
I don't
do.
know.
Absolutely.
Absolutely they do.
I don't. But
They're on
yeah,
Gran Turismo 25.
Gran Turismo. Okay, yeah, whatever. The 8,000th one that came out.
Great game.
But like the SOCOM games, I think we talked about this. They were always fun back in the day.
Dude, I was a hardcore PlayStation guy until Xbox came out with the Xbox OG One.
So I played PS2. I had PS1. Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
Yeah.
Crash Bandicoot was a phenomenal game. I love that game.
I have it. I love it.
I have it.
re-downloaded
Crash
Yeah.
Bandicoot?
So I had a PS2 until it took a shit, and I wanted to get an Xbox. So I got an Xbox because of Halo. Like I rented it from.
God, we don't want to hear about that.
Oh, Halo was the best.
Yeah, we
Halo
know.
was fun.
See, it was especially before online.
Halo was like
Landlines.
Call of Duty before
Lego
Call of Duty.
LAN
Fortnite,
parties.
somebody comments.
LAN parties.
Lego freaking
Lego
Fortnite.
Never
Dude.
played
That's one
it.
of Ryan's buddies.
Yeah, Ryan.
Have you seen the Nintendo 64 guy?
Ryan is literally texting his friends right now, going, "Hey, Chalupa Batman, say Lego Fortnite."
His phone's been on the ground for like the
Yeah,
last
so-
half hour.
Keeps
So
vibrating on the table.
I do think Xbox, in my opinion, is better, but they're both quality. You
Yeah.
can't go wrong with getting any of the next gen
So,
systems like that.
My opinion's changed, and I was a PlayStation guy. I was the guy that always had to have. Well, I had to have the freaking Xbox app on my phone to communicate with these guys when I started playing, and I recently switched to Xbox, and I will say Xbox takes the cake now because their Game Pass is so much better.
Hands down.
I mean, hands down, PlayStation sucks.
Yeah.
Once Xbox got Grand Theft Auto for me, that's when I was like, this is game over for
Well,
PlayStation.
but Gears of War is also just an Xbox game. and-
So is Halo, as far as I
Right.
know, and there's a
Right.
lot of them that are, but
I'll tag on
Gears
with
is
what you were
great.
saying there, Dave. I was PlayStation 2. That was my shit.
Yep.
I did not care for the Xbox at all. I didn't like it. I thought it was ugly looking. I thought the
Same here.
controllers were too big.
Yep.
And I was Grand Theft Auto is what I played. I spent 90% of my time playing Grand
San
Theft
Andreas or Vice City.
Auto. Both of them.
Oh, San Andreas is the best. Yeah.
San Andreas was good.
all the
So,
above.
Fuck yeah.
What was I think we all have that one game that switched us if we switched. right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So for me, I went to a buddy's house. There's a game called Dead Rising.
Yes.
You could only get it on Xbox. I bought a 360 to play that stupid game. If you haven't heard of this game, there's like 5 of them.
I have it.
You're a photographer who goes to a zombie infested town and you're in a shopping mall running
Frank
around
Clark.
for you got like 3 days, and you just run around and try to escape. It's amazing.
He's a football player.
No, I know, but that's
No,
the
that's
guy's.
the name of the photographer you play.
But it's if you guys have seen the movie Dawn of the Dead, it's kind of like
And anything in this mall you can use as a weapon.
yes, anything.
It's great.
anything like
Anything. It's so much fun.
lawnmowers. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I played that game too.
So that's what swayed me. I'm an Xbox guy now. I just got a brand new Xbox Series X. Oh my gosh!
Did you get the square cube one, the big one?
the X? Yeah,
you.
the big one
I hate you.
with a CD drive in it.
I hate you.
Yeah, I went all out. I don't mess around.
Yeah.
He was in Chicago, and he goes, "I did something."
Yeah. Well, we were 2 other buddies had their Xboxes
Yep.
there. I'm like, oh, I want to play.
Yeah, and
So
then
I
it
went
took
and
him.
bought
Then it took him a whole week to download Call of
Yeah.
Duty, but it's okay.
one. Well, I downloaded Lego Fortnite first.
Yeah, Chalupa Batman.
Yeah, your priorities are different, but that's okay.
Are you Xbox or PlayStation?
I'm PlayStation originally, like Dave said. SOCOM US Navy SEALs, that was my jam. Played Sony forever until Xbox One came out and realized what I was missing out on. I will never go back to PlayStation. Can't do it.
Yeah.
Can't do it.
Nuts. Yeah, I'm curious.
I
You
want
play-
the new
you play
one.
video games?
Yeah,
He does.
What was your preference?
I was the same way. Well, 100%.
No.
Put your freaking microphone down.
I'm probably going to have to go to the bathroom here soon.
Yeah. Dude, you just undid your headset. Good job.
Yeah,
Jesus.
we should probably do that.
Technical difficulties,
that
folks.
I don't think you're going to have enough time.
Jimmy Frank's barbecue ad here.
Just go to the restroom. We'll do a couple without you.
Yeah, I'm gonna have
Please
to.
excuse our buddy.
You're gonna have to
Josh,
switch camera off.
Are you
as
kidding
he,
me?
Oh, dude, I can't hold it. It's crazy. I tell you
it's
what,
a
this
rocket,
this
no
bamboo rum fucking is running through me. I'm not even kidding.
He's the only one.
It'll be okay.
Let's hit the ad real quick so I don't like walk in front.
Please
of the
enjoy
camera.
this ad from one of our sponsors, Bad Ash Barbecue. We'll
Sorry.
be right back. Podcasts, and there's Josh's back. All right, so we're working our way through.
Josh's zipper's down.
I didn't look.
I told you I wasn't zipping.
Was it winking at you? Or, oh my gosh!
Oh,
What, you
what a-
shit or piss?
piss, bro. Bamboo rum.
You know
What
that
a
first
disaster.
question
Hit me
here?
fucking hard.
That first question down in the Ask Us
Yeah,
Anything? I
this
think
is
I
gonna be
just got the answer for Josh.
Hard no. All right, so let's keep going through our
That's a
who,
flaccid no.
who or what did
Sorry,
it better.
guys.
So, moving on to our next one: college game day or Big Noon Saturday. Who did it better?
Game day.
I like game day.
Game
like
day.
above, head and shoulders above.
I've never even watched the other one.
Big
so.
Noon's Fox.
So Big Noon's got like Ingram, Matt Leinart, Brady Quinn.
Yeah.
Urban Meyer.
Game day.
Yeah, game day.
So we're in
much better.
agreement.
Game
Game
Davis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they just got they got McAfee last year.
Yeah.
And I just read this
Nick
morning
Saban.
supposedly Nick Saban.
Nick Saban
yeah.
joining game day.
Well,
I
that'll be
think.
fun to listen to him talk
Yeah.
on some stuff.
Well, what a
so.
football mind.
Yeah. All right, moving on.
Absolutely.
Chipotle or Pancheros?
Pancheros.
Pancheros.
Chipotle,
If you eat Chipotle-
sucks ass.
Enjoy your E. coli,
Dude,
They have an E.
Chipotle
coli.
is fucking ass.
They have an E. coli. I used to eat Chipotle all the time. Now they have an E. coli recall every 6 months.
Can I give you an honest answer?
Chipotle.
Well, we wouldn't want
Pancheros.
you to lie to us.
I've never had either. I cannot give you.
He's a liar because we went. You and I both. No, that was me and Andre. Never mind. Never mind.
I've
Forget
never
about
eaten
it.
Chipotle or Pancheros at all.
So you
Well,
can't
just
even comment.
Don't
Can't
eat
even
it.
comment.
Don't eat it Chipotle. You'll be fine.
Dave, you really want to say Chipotle?
No, I was gonna say Adobo's, but that's a local chain.
Brain?
branch.
Local brain. Yours is not. Your brain's not local. is
Adobo.
it?
Adobo's, but I'll pick Pancheros. I like Pancheros over Chipotle.
Pancheros, 100%.
Pancheros is
Yeah.
legit.
I guarantee that a lot of the people that know that, and if they're watching, will say Pancheros. Chipotle
let us
sucks,
know.
dude.
Let's take a look at the chat.
Just say something.
Punch. Somebody said punch.
Yeah.
Punch.
Pancheros.
That means Chipotle, obviously.
Got to get that punch.
Abbreviated.
All right.
Oh, somebody had a comment on the video game system. He's got kids. He said, honestly, all I do is play the Switch now because my kids love the game.
So Nintendo, like there's your Nintendo
Dude.
guys out
and
there.
it's
that are-
easy
I think,
to
like,
travel with it.
My parents,
Nintendo following is like a cult.
I agree, but I play it too.
my parents got my
We all
kids
did.
a Nintendo Switch for Christmas, and
Yeah.
I've played it more than they have. Man, dude, original Donkey Kong shit around
Dude,
there.
it's so cool. Like it just takes you back to like those
Oh, yeah,
original
dude.
games that you played when you were young.
Fuck,
So
James Bond GoldenEye's on
I had that for 64.
I mean-
We've got that for 64.
Hey,
so.
let's remember that when we do our draft.
I still travel with the
better
original
not.
Game Boy Color.
I will. I'm gonna.
Are you the
throw- I'm
first-
gonna turn into
you're
a
ahead of-
fucking pirate.
Aren't
ahead of
I
him.
first?
You're ahead of. No, you're ahead
Oh,
of.
I'm
You're
ahead of
third.
you.
Easy.
Oh, fuck
Let's
it,
stay on
okay.
track. We'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get there. Keep it in your pants, boys.
God
I
damn.
tried.
All right,
man. I
trouser
couldn't. I had to
snakes.
go.
So our next Who Did It Better is a three-parter.
And this came from Magic Mike on X.
Magic Mike on X. Thank you, Magic Mike.
You stripper, bro.
Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network, or Disney?
And what he meant was, because he sent me this message, what he meant was like when we were kids.
Ooh, not
when
now.
you watch cartoons,
Cartoon
what was
Network.
your go-to?
Cartoon Network was. That's all I watched when I was younger.
Nickelodeon.
However, I will say I didn't have cable growing up, so it was only when I went to my grandma's house I was able to watch it. So
No,
Dude,
Cartoon,
grow
Network,
the fuck up.
wasn't
Cartoon
there.
Network was on. I didn't watch Nickelodeon. I thought Rugrats was a trash ass show. I never watched Rugrats.
Oh,
Hey
Rugrats wasn't
Arnold,
bad.
Doug.
Hey Arnold, yeah,
Doug.
was good. Doug was
Oh,
good.
man.
Dude, Courage the Cowardly Dog.
I only remember.
That
I only
was on
remember watching
Cartoon
Cartoon
Network.
Network.
What?
That was Cartoon
Yeah,
Network.
That's why I'm saying
Was Ren
Cartoon Network.
and Stimpy on?
Ren and Stimpy was Nickelodeon.
That was Nickelodeon.
Okay, so maybe I don't fucking know, dude. I didn't have cable. Why am I getting asked this?
It's our question.
Dude,
I thought
all
that
that,
realm away
Keenan
from
and
him.
Kel.
I remember.
Keenan
I remember
and Kel, loved
Nickelodeon. I
Keenan and
remember.
Kel.
No.
Cartoon Network.
Dude,
That's all I
For
remember.
cartoons, I liked cartoons.
Hey.
I watched Cartoon Network for hours.
Dude, what did you have? Johnny Bravo.
Was Cat Dog on that?
You had-
Cowardly Dog. No, Cat
Yeah.
Dog was
Dude.
Nickelodeon.
Oh,
You
maybe
had
I like
Courage,
Nickelodeon
you had
more.
Dexter's Lab.
Dexter's Laboratory.
Scooby Doo. You had
Keep listening off because I'm curious.
you had
Scooby Doo was out for Cartoon Network.
I got some wrote down here. Wile E. Coyote, Bugs Bunny, Tweety Bird, all
So
that shit
Looney
was on
Tunes?
Cartoon Network. It
I
was
watched.
all on
I watched them
Cartoon
all then.
Network.
I
Right,
think.
so Looney Tunes.
The Looney Tunes, dude.
Yeah.
That shit's entertaining.
And so, okay.
Nickelodeon.
So, yeah, Nickelodeon all day.
Double Dare.
So Cartoon Network. I'm
And I don't
associated
even
with
think
them, stick with-
Disney, like, I'm like, so you had like,
movies?
DuckTales on Disney.
Yep, DuckTales.
You
That was
had,
great. I love DuckTales.
You had Goof Troop on Disney.
What was Beetlejuice on?
Animaniacs was Cartoon Network.
Animaniacs
was
Cartoon
Cartoon Network.
Yeah, Animaniacs were good. Beetlejuice was great.
Yeah.
I lived for Beetlejuice. Had to get off the school bus at
The
3:45
cartoon one.
and rush into the house.
What was
at
that?
4.
The
What was
movie
that?
one scared me when I was a little kid.
Michael Keaton.
Oh, yeah, dude. It
Yeah.
scared the hell out of me.
I
I
can
the
see.
best part of the movie is when they're singing
think so.
that song at the dinner table.
Yeah.
I could see it. I mean,
I had nightmares.
as a young kid,
I was like 5, and I had nightmares like nobody's business of Beetlejuice.
I was scared of
he still
Jurassic
has
Park when I was a
I do.
kid. I'm just saying. Like
Yeah,
this.
everybody has fears.
It's just a dinosaur.
Everybody
All
has
right,
fears.
so I
Okay,
think we can all
Beetlejuice
agree
fucking
Cartoon,
guy.
Cartoon Network wins that one.
No, no,
We're all here. We all agreed. Cartoon
Split,
Network.
split decision. Let us know in the comments. What's,
You're
which one's your
moving
favorite?
fast.
Somebody actually did. Nickelodeon, Disney by far. Ooh, somebody put Afraid of the Dark. I forgot about that.
That was
Goosebumps.
Nickelodeon.
Goosebumps
Was it?
was
Yeah, that was a
Goosebumps.
good
Afraid
one.
of the Dark was Nickelodeon.
Somebody was a big Scooby Doo fan. Oh, dude, this is a great one. Salute Your Shorts.
That
I
was
love that.
Dis-
Campy Iwata?
Was that Disney?
Was that Campy
No,
Iwata?
that was Nickelodeon too.
Yeah, it was. Campy Iwata, wasn't it?
Yes.
Campy Iwata, we hold you in our
Salute your
hearts.
shirts. Did Nickelodeon all the way.
Yeah,
I mean
100%.
100%.
Everybody agrees. Nickelodeon.
I'm not qualified
couple
apparently
people
because
say.
I watched all of them.
All the
Disney.
ones Dave goes, hey, Rocket Power. That was cartoon. That was Nickelodeon, Dave.
Well, whatever. So
All right, moving on.
you win some, you lose some.
This will
You
be a
do.
fun one, I'm sure. Who did it better, Chevy or Ford?
Chevy. People circle their mistakes.
Ford.
Found on road dead.
You know, I've owned a lot of GM vehicles, a lot of Chevy vehicles.
I think they're all pieces of shit.
Always had
honestly.
shit.
That's just if you're gonna ask me.
I got an F-150 out there with 348,000 miles on it that hasn't had any major mechanical
Except it
repairs
was stolen.
done to, except it was stolen New Year's Day.
That's not the
Anybody in
manufacturer's
Bellevue
fault,
knows
like-
you stole my truck on New Year's Day and didn't return it. Just
Dude,
let
they
me know.
just
We got
needed
it
a
back.
ride.
Just need a ride.
Yeah, that's what the cops said too. Don't believe them. Hey, just need a ride. Well,
They want to fill it up.
I'm a
wait till I
Dodge
s-
guy,
Wait till
so-
I steer your fucking cruiser.
I would say as the years, at least when since I've been alive, I would say Chevy has outdone Ford. I mean, for the longest time, Silverado was the #1 selling truck in America.
I wanted Silverado when I was younger
The
too.
Monte Carlo was a hell of a vehicle.
I had a Monte Carlo.
The Chevy Impala, like, dude, how many high schoolers did you know in a Chevy Impala with subs in the back? I
no,
mean,
Monte Carlo with subs in the back.
well, okay, Monte Carlo for you.
I went to,
Impala.
I didn't. None of my kids I went to school with had Impalas or.
That's because you went to Wahlert. They,
They
had
had fucking like
Porsches.
MR2s and
Yeah.
fucking
I-
Nissan 370s and shit,
I-
or 350s.
really?
Couple kids had 350s.
Dude, he went to Wahlert.
Fucking
Audis. Couple
rich
kids,
kids.
couple kids
Oh,
had
yeah,
Audis and
That
shit.
explains a lot.
He went to private
Audi.
school.
I walked to
Audi.
school.
Howdy.
I
Uphill,
walked.
both ways.
But-
An Audi, not an
uphill,
innie?
Actually, yeah,
Audi.
it was. They walked down the hill, then up the
We've
hill.
got
then back.
Ford, Chevy in the chat. I mean, sounds like Ford takes
Yeah, so
it.
People
I
circle
have
their
a Ford.
mistakes.
So
I hear what you're saying, man, but I've never had a
yeah,
Found on road dead.
but
Fixed
Chevy
repair
Chevy
daily.
continues to make them. That's the difference, I think, is that I don't like
But did
the
Ford
Chevy I
stop?
had.
what
Wait,
the-
hold on. Did Ford stop making vehicles?
Yeah, what the hell
Did
does
Ford
that
stop
mean?
making vehicles, Nutsy?
So
No, I
Chevy
think they still push
continues
them
to
out.
make 'em.
Ford circles are mistakes.
F
Chevy
Series
continues to
is the
make them.
best-selling truck for 40 plus years. Somebody said I had a Chevy Impala, hated that thing, muffler fell off.
Was that
We're just gonna call that person Mac.
Mac?
Mac.
Real men wear bow ties.
Ford trucks all the way.
No.
I think
All my
that-
race motors are Chevys, so I guess I'll give it to Chevy there.
I think that was his significant other. That said Fords all the way, Ford trucks.
No, she circled her mistake.
she may or may not work for a Ford dealership.
Ford also first on race day.
Found on road dead.
roadside dead.
I
Fix
like
and
that one.
repair
I like
daily.
Mike
Fucked over, rebuilt
Mike
Dodge.
W.
Yeah,
said
I've heard that. I've heard all those ones.
First on race day. I like that, Mike.
I didn't
that.
say that.
No, Mike W.
All right.
Oh.
On
Well,
here, chat.
so that the Chevys have it.
All right. I got to put my boxing gloves on for this next
Delusional.
one.
This
You
one's
gotta go.
yeah, you might get hit in the face.
Which one's this?
Who did it better?
No, what did it better?
What did it better? Chicken wings. Drums or flats?
Flats.
Drums.
Flats.
You are fucking
You know
flats.
you are, dude.
Do you know how much harder it is to eat a flat than a
It's
drum?
easier. You're not doing it right.
You're not lollipopping that shit, bro.
Sorry, I can't put two bones in my mouth and suck all the meat
don't.
out
You
of
don't.
them.
All you do is you take your
push
fingers at
down.
the top, you push it down for a lollipop, and you slide that off.
No,
and
you
it's-
miss all the meat between the bones.
No,
when
you
do
don't.
that.
When you
stick your
lollipop
tongue
it,
in there.
When you lollipop it, it comes straight out.
Dude, a drumstick,
Drums,
it's dunk.
Should I
Bite,
text the wife
dunk,
real quick
bite.
and have her
What
heat
the
some up?
hell
We
are
got
you-
some in the fridge.
Yeah,
What
do
are you
that. 'Cause
dunking
I'm
it in?
hungry.
Ranch.
Give it some ranch.
Why?
Blue cheese, bro.
Because that's what you put on chicken.
Blue cheese.
Why?
Blue
Sorry,
cheese.
no ketchup on hot dogs,
No,
guy.
if it's a
no
good-
ranch on wings.
If it's a good buffalo
the National
wing,
Wings
you don't
Committee of the
need-
United States says you're not supposed to use ranch. That's what he'll say next.
No, that's not. If it's a good buffalo wing, you don't need ranch.
Get out of here.
No, it's true.
No, you don't need
Ranch
any sauce.
enhances the flavor.
No, it sure does not.
Buffalo.
I like
You
ranch.
sound like
wings
you're
go
from
with blue
I eat
Wisconsin.
wings for ranch.
From Wisconsin.
Ranch drowns the flavor.
Exactly.
Flats all the way.
Flats all the way. Drumsticks
Drums.
are grizzly as shit. You
Drums.
get to the top of them, they're grizzly as hell.
They're not grizzly.
Drums are better.
It depends.
You don't get good drums.
It depends. I will agree with Ryan on that one. It depends upon where you go to get your drums at.
The tops of the drums are tougher than nails.
You don't eat the
You don't
fucking
eat the
cartilage.
gristle. What do you chew on
you
the
don't eat that-
bone?
you don't eat that knuckle. I mean, I do. I
You chew on bones,
I eat the
don't you?
knuckle.
You chew on a bone, don't you?
You
No, I
must have
don't.
never seen.
I agree. No, it's like, I agreed with
He
you.
chews on a bone.
I-
The drums are better.
I have watched certain people eat wings and they clean the shit out of them.
Dude, I
Some
do.
people like the gristle.
I like drums, so they have a
eat
little
the knuckle
handle.
off. When I have a wing, I eat the
Like
knuckle off that fucking leg.
all that's left is bones.
Off that drum.
Honestly, Hooters used to do it right back in the day.
Hooters sucks.
When you ordered, stop.
I'm hanging.
Back in the day, when you ordered wings at Hooters, it was the whole wing.
Terrible.
One wing was drum flat,
Sure,
and then
More
the
of a
little
breast guy myself.
finger
That's
off. It's the
neither
little
here nor
finger off the
there.
wing. Have you ever seen a chicken wing? It'd be like your fingers. All right, moving on.
So flats.
Oh,
Let us
hold
know in
on.
the comments.
So
Hold
drums,
on.
drums wins
That's
it
why
because
you're
notes
moving
isn't
fast.
drums.
You got a jab in the chat here, Ryan.
Yeah.
I'm sure I did.
Dude doesn't know how to use his tongue, evidently.
Oh,
I could send you a list of references if you'd like.
I think your significant other even said flat.
That's how they met.
Dude, she's hammering you. What the hell?
I think everybody says flats.
You go tell her.
Somebody
She's
says,
gonna learn
hold
today.
on. Somebody
Might just
says
be single on the
JR's in
next one.
You better
Wheatland.
hear.
Hey, I think
Now she's crying.
I think you'll appreciate this comment. Somebody said JR's in Wheatland have the best wings. Didn't you say that earlier this week?
If you're looking for good wings in eastern Iowa,
you were supposed to bring some.
Yeah, what
JR's in
happened?
Wheatland.
Oh, you were in Chicago drinking. I
Yeah,
forgot.
I was in Chicago for work.
Courtney, keep this guy on a leash.
I'm just happy I'm here.
Guys, I'm just excited to be invited.
Wings and
fucking
shrimp
happy
every
you're here
Friday.
too,
at
bud.
JR's in Wheatland. Check it
Flats
out.
won.
Flats won,
Oh, yeah,
hands
dude.
down.
No,
Drums
like flats
suck.
didn't
Like,
win.
hold on. 1 flat, 2 flat, 3 flat, 4, 5
Listen,
flat,
man.
6 flat. You're flat.
No
more.
PP, I poop in pools.
Bon, we're missing you. Where the hell are
So
you at?
I think we can. The drums have it.
Drums have it. Ryan and I both agree.
you
drums have
just
it.
refuse
Drums
to
have it.
lose.
You're right.
Oh, you're funny. I love
My
it.
podcast. I'm leading
Losers
this.
accept
See, I thought when
losses,
Mike
winners
said
don't.
he's going to get bully on this one or he's going to get fighting on this one, I thought it was the Taylor Swift one. We're
No,
gonna do.
because
okay.
So it was Valentine's Day, and I found out that I found out from a Facebook post that Ryan likes drums and Ryan's girlfriend likes flats, and I said flats are the way to go, and Ryan told me that you suck ass compared to everything.
Yeah, Mike's a suck ass. Moving on. Who did it better, Taylor Swift or I Prevail? Blank space.
T-Swizzle.
Taylor Swift.
T-Swizzle.
Honestly, I've never even heard of the.
I've
other
never heard of the other.
Oh, they're a metal band. They
never heard of
sang
them.
Blank Space. You were supposed to do your homework.
I did, and that's why I said I Prevail.
You sent this out 10 minutes before.
Oh,
the
you
show
did say
started.
I Prevail.
Yeah,
No,
I did. I didn't know who they were until I researched it, and I Prevail.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I did. It was a little different. I mean, Taylor Swift has her day, but you know,
T-Swizzle.
I think
She's
T-Swizzle. I'm not. No, you can't ghetto up a white chick's country music.
She's queen.
She
It's
is
not
not
country.
It's
T-Swift.
not country, it's
Okay, she's
pop.
whatever.
I almost said pond.
I Prevail.
It's pond music.
I Prevail.
Pond.
Rivet. All right.
Dave?
That's. Oh, sorry,
I don't
Dave.
have-
I
I don't-
forgot.
No, go ahead. I don't have an opinion.
His doesn't matter.
Oh,
He
it's the
doesn't listen
quietest
to
you've
him.
been the whole show.
guarant-
I forgot you were there.
I would guarantee the chat saying T-Swizz.
Okay, let's see. Well, I don't even know who T-Swizz is, but
just leave that up.
I can't. It's too. Oh, well, we'll save that. We won't say that. T Swift, Taylor Swift. Somebody actually said this is a real question.
Yeah,
Taylor
right.
Swift is the best at
I guarantee
everything.
that was Courtney.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think it
she
was.
might be a Swiftie.
You're a Swiftie. Hey, Courtney, does that mean you're also a Chiefs fan now?
That's how Ryan won the draft.
She likes Joe Burrow. She likes Joe Burrow.
I don't care, but if she likes Taylor Swift, Courtney, you have to love the Chiefs now. Do you
she
not?
likes Joe Burrow.
Are you happy we won the Super Bowl?
She likes Joe Burrow.
Are you waiting for an answer?
Yeah, she
All right,
actually said, she's like, I've
moving
switched teams. I'm no longer a Bengals fan.
That is going to wrap up our who or what did it better for
Beyonce.
the week. Join us next week when we have more exciting comparisons and more exciting debate. Maybe I'll actually hit Mike.
We're not
Did you
going
say
anywhere.
Beyonce?
Somebody said Beyonce.
What the
I don't know. Somebody said Beyonce.
Beyonce what?
I don't know.
Beyonce sucks? Yeah, you're right.
Hey.
Does she sing Umbrella?
That's Rihanna. That's Rihanna. It's close.
Is it Box to the Left? Is
Same
that
farm,
Beyonce?
different sheep, I
Destiny's
guess.
Child.
No, they all suck.
Beyonce does Say My Name.
That's
Say
the
My
best
Name.
analogy
Say
I've
My
ever
Name.
heard.
You know, like
You can't
they
sing
go through
very
pop
much, 'cause we'll
stars, you
get-
know, just different generations. I feel like.
All right. Are we good to move on? Do you need
Absolutely.
a bathroom break? You don't have to
No,
pee?
bro, I'm good. I
Jesus.
drained the main vein.
Moving on to our next
You can
segment.
tell he's the oldest because he's got to pee the most.
Yeah. Poor guy.
Jesus, old
It's
person
the water
bladder.
pills. It's the water pills.
Water pills. What are those?
You'll find out in a couple of years. Moving on. So we're going to our next segment. It's been a good one in the past. Our Ask Us Anything segment. What we like to do here is we like to take comments and questions from our live viewers, fans. If you think of anything during the week, drop it to us on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, most social medias, and we'll choose a couple and put them in here. So let's jump right into this.
Or we'll choose them all.
We'll choose them all.
So we get.
Our first question for Ask Us Anything: does ball size matter to guys in terms of confidence?
I'll field this one because I'd like to say that yeah.
Okay.
Because if you got a fucking nutsack that's this big,
Oh, wait.
you're gonna walk
wait,
around.
hold on. This was the actual question. It was
Like-
about,
like
I
you
thought
own-
you meant like basketballs.
Well, that answers our question for
Yeah,
Josh.
so no, if you're walking around with 8-pound bowling
Like,
balls,
yeah, I want a smaller basketball because it's going to easier fit in the hoop.
We're gonna get personal on this one, folks. All right, I'm gonna say no, and here's why.
Bigger's
and we're
better.
We're gonna get personal. I thought I had an average package, and then a girl I was dating one time in front of our whole friend group was like, "Ryan has huge nuts." I didn't know that.
I'm waiting for Courtney to comment here real quick.
No, she's
crying.
She's crying.
She goes thrilled.
So honestly, it didn't change who I am. It didn't make me walk in the room like I got big fucking nuts. No, if anything, having big balls is a curse because it makes your pecker look smaller.
But did you have the confidence before, whether you knew it or not?
I didn't have a clue. I'm the same person I was before I knew as I
You're
am
a pretty
now.
confident guy, so now you know that.
I've
big
always
balls
had a
cause
sack full of pride and a sleigh full of confidence.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying.
Good night.
So I don't think your ball size matters. What I think though is people overcompensate other things to make like people that have jacked up trucks. I imagine they have small testicles because they're overcompensating.
Oh, man, Jesus.
Does that make sense?
You've already told us that you're like a fucking tuna can. There's no need to hide it from the public now.
We're talking balls, bro.
yeah, well, we're just saying in general. People with jacked up
wait,
trucks.
Courtney's crying and says, nope, don't care to comment.
Itty bitty.
We're talking about balls here, Dave.
All I'm going to say is if someone read that question and their first thought was basketballs, they obviously have no to small balls.
Okay, so let's take this question.
You Lance Armstrong?
Hold on. Let's take this question another level further. Is one nut bigger than the other? Does one hang lower?
Bro, do you got cancer?
No, does one hang lower?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Does one nut hang lower and is bigger than the other one?
Depends on the humidity.
Oh, yours fluctuate based
Not
upon
so much the heat
Depends
as
on
it
the
is
It's like
the
a
rock
barometer. It's like a
temperature.
barometer. It's a barometer.
Today, neither one of them hang very low.
Okay,
It's not the
next
goal of the
question.
ladies. It's the coming.
So what's the general consensus?
Moving on.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
I don't think.
I don't think it matters.
I
It
mean,
doesn't matter.
They just get pinched in the
So you guys have
face.
seen South Park where they have giant balls. Wouldn't you just fucking
like elephantitis? Yeah, like I'm gonna walk around with like beach balls in my
Have
sack.
you not seen the guy that had the massive ball sack and had to wear a hoodie sweatshirt upside down?
That's fucking awesome,
okay,
dude.
Let me ask
Bounce
you this.
around on it.
Awesome.
If you had huge testicles,
If you had a huge sack on you,
would
Screams
you
huge
really Would you
do.
really think more highly of yourself? Like I'm
No.
better than you because my sack is
People with big trucks do.
The bush, it is the biggest.
It's the biggest. It's the biggest. No, it's not that big.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't matter.
Is there any commenters on this?
Just Courtney.
Courtney's crying. That's what she
Just
She put a
great.
crying
Just
emoji.
We've
We
made her
have-
cry twice.
I don't think we want
viewer.
to lose any viewers at this point.
No.
So let's move on.
Let's move on.
Let's move on.
Jumping into our next genitalia-based question.
Yeah, right. Sorry, this is a lot of fucking.
Why do guys draw dicks on everything? What else are you gonna draw?
Smiley faces.
Because it's funny.
You hit her foot with your dick?
I never drew a dick on it. I never drew a dick on
I had this
anything.
whole treasure chest
I
of
didn't
dicks
really
drop on
either.
her foot.
But my kids, anytime there's a dusty window, they will draw a dick on a vehicle.
It's just like, it's just funny.
Not even
Second
kidding.
nature.
You see a dick drawn somewhere, and it's like, just one line like whoop 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 boop. How do you not laugh at that shit?
How'd that go?
Whoop 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 boop.
That's good.
That's a dick.
Right in the
Whenever
middle.
whenever I see a dick, I'm gonna think whoop whoop whoop. Boop.
Poor Bree. Dave will be back there going whoop whoop whoop. She'll be like, "What the fuck's your
What are
problem?"
you doing? I'm making noises.
I don't, dude. It's just, it's funny. It's funny, dude. Drawing a dick on something's funny.
It's funny.
It's funny.
You're driving and you see a
Ashley.
dusty car in front of you and it's got a dick in the back window. How do you not laugh?
So, like, if your wife showed up to dance class with a bunch of dicks on the back of her windshield, how do you think she would feel when all these little
Well,
girls
since she
that are
works with
5 and 6
5-year-old
and 7-year-olds
girls,
are coming to dance practice, and Ashley's got 9 dicks drawn on her
Mommy,
window?
mommy, look! Someone drew a rocket on Ashley's window.
That's
Yeah,
right.
honey,
She's
that's
a big fan of space.
Kids that young don't know.
goodness.
If they haven't been exposed to it, they don't know
Yeah,
what
that's
that is. So it
that's
doesn't
that's a
matter.
The fuck's
Twinkie.
exposing it to kids?
No.
I don't know.
No. You're going to get us fucking shut
Yeah,
down,
don't,
dude.
dude. You took that to the next level.
I didn't say shit.
All right, moving
Somebody
on.
said Dave
Let's-
is just silly. This is great humor. It's like farts. They always play.
Dude, absolutely. Drawing
Uh-oh.
penises is like farts.
Somebody said Grandma just tuned in. This is very interesting.
Hey,
It
Grandma.
must be your
Grandma
grandma.
Meyer.
Thanks, Grandma
Hi,
Meyer.
Grandma. Shout out, Grandma.
Is that your
I
grandma?
hope your hip's getting better. Yeah, she just had a hip replacement.
Oh, it's good. Good to see you up and about.
Hey,
Is
yeah.
she spry?
Thanks for tuning in.
Can she do all the...
Stop. Next question. All right, moving on. Is Valentine's Day a Hallmark holiday to make money?
Yes. They all are.
Yeah, absolutely.
They all are anymore.
Well, I mean,
No, they are. Like they've been made into.
I think there's nothing wrong with giving your significant other one day of extra appreciation.
Why shouldn't you do that every day?
You're going to buy flowers for your significant other every day.
He picks the
Yeah.
daisies on his walk.
Yeah, thank you.
He smokes the daisies before he gets home.
It doesn't matter what I do with them. At least the thought's there.
So let's ask some of the ladies in the comments here. Is Valentine's
You're
just a
setting-
Hallmark holiday, or is it a day that you truly cherish and want to be showered with flowers and gifts?
I think if I'm going to speak for what I think a woman, which is way out of left field because there's no way I understand it, I think they would rather get treated great every day than just one day.
But just because you go all out on Valentine's Day doesn't mean you treat them like shit the rest of the time.
So
Well,
I
it
didn't.
sounds like
I don't
it.
go out on
There's
Valentine's Day.
some-
Like Candace,
Sounds like
Candace
it.
hates flowers. I bought her flowers. This
I
year.
normally get Ashley flowers.
Yep.
I did not get her flowers this year because we're leaving for Florida. I figured they'd be dead by the time we got home.
Sounds like an excuse to me.
Yeah, I think so too.
Well,
Like the thought that counts. That's what they'll say.
You're kind of fucked here. Yours actually commented, "I am okay with flowers every day."
Ha
You might need to pick up
Can you
another
stop
job.
reading? Can you stop reading?
Joke's
her
on you,
comments?
brother.
You might need another job here, brother, to afford these flowers.
Here's my thing.
Just
like,
be a
we agree.
florist.
We agree. Courtney. Every day should be your day.
like I don't know. I think there's nothing wrong with having a special day where you go out of your way and do something extra. And to me, I think Valentine's Day is more for guys. Some I enjoy sending flowers to a girl's work, and then the other girls go home and bitch their husbands out because they didn't get no fucking flowers.
Is that how you play that shit?
Yeah. So
All right.
sorry, guys.
That's okay. That's okay. I'm good
fun.
with it.
I remember one Valentine's Day I had Hy-Vee deliver flowers to our front door, and I had to text Ashley saying, "Answer the door. They're at the door. Answer the door."
Answer the fucking door. You have a present.
Open the door. Open the door. All right. Well, I think you guys all say no. I say yes. We'll let you viewers in the
You
comments
say
decide.
yes that it is a Hallmark holiday to make
No,
money?
I say no. You guys say yes.
Oh.
Okay. Moving on to our next Ask Us Anything. What is the best sports rivalry? What is the best rivalry in sports?
Best one I ever saw was the baseball one, Yankees and Red Sox in the 90s and 2000s. It was phenomenal. I'm sure before that, but that's when I started paying attention. But I have never seen a more heated rivalry or a more meaningful rivalry between fans and or teams. Yeah, you're a Packer fan or Bear fan, so
That's not even what I was going to say.
Oh, well,
I'll agree with you.
I think the Yankees
I
Red
put
Sox is
Yankees, Red
classics,
Sox.
just because the matchups that they had, the Hall of Famers, the future people that they had on the teams. When I watched it growing up, it was fantastic. I mean, there wasn't a better one in sports. I look forward to it. I'm not a Yankees fan at all, so me saying I want to watch the Yankees and Red Sox game is.
Mike has a difference of opinion. What do you say,
I was shaking
Mike?
my head looking.
Oh.
Michigan, Ohio State. That is even more heated than.
Yeah. Okay, so there's a lot of them though. Texas, Oklahoma's a huge one. I mean, there's
the Red River Showdown.
Yeah, Miami versus Florida State's a huge one. It just depends on where you're at. I suppose.
Iowa State. I mean, you could.
Well, if Iowa State was competitive, maybe it'd be more of a rivalry.
But you could go on and on and on.
I would honestly say Iowa and Nebraska would be a bigger rivalry.
No, we just hate Nebraska more, I think, because
Nebraska
they think they're
has
better.
bad corn.
Yeah, they think they're better.
Our corn's better.
We're the Corn Huskers. We'll start producing some, I guess.
The Bears Packers obviously is one of the longest
a huge one though. But
rivals, but it doesn't mean shit anymore because the Bears lose every fucking year.
Well, when you have stock in them like Aaron Rodgers does, you know.
But I'd say Michigan, Ohio State probably is one of the best ones.
That's a fair assessment.
I could say that too. That's a fair one. That is very fair to say that. Ryan, what do you got?
You know, I hate one of these teams with a passion, but honestly, I think one of the biggest rivals, like it's just nuts, is Alabama and Auburn.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
It's the Iron Bowl.
That
Iron
made
Bowl?
my list. That made my list.
It's massive.
because I think because over the years the back and forth. Yeah, Alabama lately in the last like 20 years, I think they've gotten majority of them. But
you know what I think the best sports rival is? Bellevue Marquette.
Oh, speaking of that,
Local.
Tuesday night is a
not touching that
rematch.
one.
Bellevue,
Not at all, dude. Watch out to be
Marquette
purple.
versus
Just come together and be
Bellevue.
purple. It'd be awesome.
And I heard
That's
it's
all
going
I'm
to be
gonna
played
say.
in Makokada, from my understanding. District championship.
Neutral site.
Yeah, district championship.
I don't think
from
I'll play
my
at Cole
understanding.
Park.
Neutral site.
Neutral site.
Street
Outdoor
ball?
game?
Street ball? Street ball. We'd love to see that.
I'm just saying,
go
utilize
check
the
that one
resources
out.
you got.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of good ones out there. It's tough to pick the best overall. And then I'll throw into the racing world because that's my shit. But it seems like there's some really good, like you got Gibbs versus Hendrick and
The owners.
You know, every year there's two drivers that just duke it out all year. You know, you get some good rivalries.
Keselowski, I
It's
like
just
him.
not over time. You know what I mean?
The best rivalry ever known was Jeff Gordon and Jimmy Johnson.
This is a really good one.
They did not like each other.
Somebody must be in military.
They were partners.
What they got?
Army
Somebody
Navy.
Army Navy.
Army Navy.
Yeah, every year that's a great game to watch.
Yeah.
Even if they're not good, they fight. Like,
Coaches get fired over the OSU Michigan rivalry.
Yes, they do.
Somebody said Lakers.
why
Boston.
is Ryan Day still a coach
Oh.
then?
Somebody said Lakers Boston, and then also Duke.
that
UNC.
was probably Mike.
Duke
Magic
UNC.
Mike.
Yeah,
Magic Mike is a big NBA fan.
Yeah.
Lakers Boston is a hell of a rival.
that is.
It used
That
to
is.
be. It used
It
to be.
still is.
Man.
Oh, but he also said, kind of running off of the flowers. Ryan, you ordered yours from the bar drunk.
All I'm gonna relate
I
to
love
there
that Courtney's
is
in here. I love
they
this.
showed
Thank
up.
you, Courtney.
Did you get them? Yep. Be happy.
You know, Magic Mike also said, kind of go back to the flowers. He actually gets flowers every 2 weeks for his wife, just because.
Okay, you fucking overachiever.
No. He just says because Sam's does sell great flowers, and they're at a great price. You can get a dozen roses outside of Valentine's for $9.99.
For all the women watching, don't listen to Mike, please.
I had a guy at the bar
I
while
think
I'm
Mike's
ordering
wife
flowers
seems
like,
pretty happy.
I get mine every other week for my wife. I'm
I
like,
agree,
well, good
Mike.
for you.
I don't. Mike, shut the hell up.
Good one on you, Mike.
Making us all look bad. Like,
Guys named Mike are just not right.
Yeah. The hell? We're going to be better than everybody
We're going to
else.
fight one of these episodes. It's going to be a good one. All right, moving on. Ask us
Throw you
anything.
through the wall.
I would pay to see that.
This one came in from my grandma Sherry, who is listening.
Hi, Grandma.
Grandma Meyer.
What movie would you star in, and who would be your co-star?
Love this.
Oh, dude. Grandma's Boy.
Love this.
I'd star in that movie.
That's a movie?
You've never seen Grandma's
Okay, for
Boy?
you geriatric, fuck. Yeah, it's a movie.
No.
Seriously?
Who is in this?
Grandma's Boy, Grandma's Boy is,
Oh, no,
get out of
he's-
here, Snuggie.
He's here for something. Get under. Under.
What is this?
I don't
Josh?
wanna fucking
Are you
see
kidding
you.
me, dude?
No, Ryan wanted the wings.
Ryan did.
Are they warm?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Whose are these from?
Bring them down here. We'll go start
These
smacking.
are ours.
Thanks, Brant.
Hey, you got
Yours.
barbecue
Yeah,
sauce,
there's
bro?
Buffalo-
Hey, bring the
Buffalo
ranch.
Hot Wings.
Bring the ranch. Mike wants to
Now they
run.
get to watch us be.
So here, hold on.
Nah, dude,
real
you're
quick,
good.
we're gonna take a pause. We're gonna show Ryan real quick how to do this. Here's a wink, right, buddy? Watch this. This is called a lollipop.
Not dressed
Ryan,
at all.
Ryan, okay, he does it fucking weird.
Yeah, look at all the meat he's
Here's
got
how you
on there.
lollipop this.
I didn't want to lollipop it on the table.
That's okay. Ready? Lollipop. Push it down.
Oh, that was a nice table.
Yeah, look at the mess you made.
How's that working for you, buddy? Okay, in the 30 minutes it took you to do that,
That
watch
was a
this.
real
Are you ready? Ready? Drumstick.
Call me old fashioned. I like to taste
Bite. Rotate.
You got a twist, bro. Sorry, we paused and we're eating
Done.
wings.
Dude, the flats have so much more meat on them.
Oh yeah, deep and raw.
Okay, so
Oh, I did get called out. Oh my God, grow up! Watch that movie tonight.
you know you've never
even heard
all right,
of it. Never even heard of it.
What you just did in that microphone is going to get to another question we have.
Grandma's Boy.
But you've never seen Grandma's Boy.
Who is in it?
It's a Sandler movie. Nick Swartzen's in it.
Yeah.
Dante. What's his last name? I don't know.
Jonah
Hill's in it. Yeah, it's a lot of good actors.
It's like old school Jonah Hill too.
Dude, and it's about this guy that has to move out of his house as a big stoner that creates video games.
Where do we put the?
I put mine in here.
Okay, I'm just sticking
I
it.
mean, might be the crossbones of the Homebrew
All
Realm.
right, apologize. Mike, you what?
What movie would you star in? And
I think
who would
like
be
you
your
could just go with like a
co-star?
genre of movie too, and a co-star. Like I doesn't have
My
to be an
co-star would
exact
be
movie.
maybe
I mean, you
Ryan
do whatever
Reynolds
you want.
probably too. Just I didn't throw that in there because he's a fantastic actor and he's hilarious.
I did Mission Impossible 3. I always got called Philip Seymour Hoffman when I was a kid because red hair, evidently. So Mission Impossible 3, Tom Cruise would be my co-star.
All right, so I'm gonna say I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry, and I'm gonna take Adam Sandler's spot, and Kevin James will be my co-star.
He's a great
You want to be in a movie where you pretend to be gay?
They're firefighters.
Oh yeah, gay firefighters. So,
You
yeah.
could have picked Backdraft. I was up there and I was doing it. There's several firefighter movies.
He picked.
You
I like
picked
to
the
be
one where
funny.
they're gay.
Kevin James is funny.
There's also pretend
How
to be
many
gay.
fire calendars do you have on in your man
I'm
cave down
Mr.
there?
December.
Are you really?
No.
Does
You
Lamont
don't
have one?
You don't have big
Listen,
enough
to, listen to
balls.
how
We already
quickly he
talked about
perked up.
this.
Wait, you got a firefighter calendar? I mean, who would want to watch that?
Yeah, volunteer firefighters are not ripped. Don't like you would be seeing Ryan's and
I am.
Josh's in this thing. Hey, ladies.
You want to do a calendar, Ryan?
Mr. November.
Should we do a Manstream podcast calendar?
so.
We'd all get 3 months.
We get Notesy in there. He can get 6
Oh yeah, we'll get notesies in there.
Notesy get 6 months.
2 months apiece. Let's get 6 months.
That
On account of your
that
unique
might sell
physical form.
calendars.
You forgot about Kyle.
Kyle take 2 months. He's in better
Oh,
shape than
that's
I am.
6 months. That's perfect.
Yeah, two.
I
two-
did.
So if
Sorry,
we have
Kyle.
6
I forgot about you.
So if
buddy.
we have 6 people, everybody gets 2 months.
Yeah, that's good math.
I think we should do this.
That math adds up.
I do this.
I
Let me
know
work
of
out
a
for like
story of
30 days.
Ryan taking pictures around his college campus, so I'm not sure that this calendar would be a good idea.
it worked out.
You had a bow over your junk.
Yeah,
Hey, it was covered. It was covered.
it was covered. Yeah, we painted Merry Xmas on our chests. Went and bought oversized bows at Walmart, and then went around town in our college campus.
Oversized or just regular sized?
Well, we all bought the same size, and then we had a receiver on the football team, a black guy, and we got him the biggest fucking bow we could find. And so we took pictures all over campus.
He had
we
big
blew
balls,
'em-
didn't he?
We blew them up real big, and then we put
had
them
big
all over the
balls.
girls' dorm.
I got big balls.
It was a good time.
Somebody said Laura Croft, John Wick, and any Chuck Norris movie.
I like Laura Croft.
John
John
Wick's great fucking
For what?
movie.
Chuck Norris would be fun.
The movie deal. We were talking about
Oh,
the
that's
movies.
what they would get in?
Laura
Yeah, they
Croft
would
is-
say I would be in any Chuck Norris movie, John Wick or Laura Croft.
Tomb Raider's a
Tomb Raider's a great
Tomb Raider's
movie.
a great movie though. Like, and just not because Angelina
Here, I'll eat all these wings for you so you can have the drums, bud.
But
I'm full.
That
I'm
was
on
a
a diet,
broken
dude.
bone.
Dude, you had 3 Jimmy rolls last time.
That was before my diet started.
No, it
No,
wasn't.
it wasn't. You started January 1 and he came in later.
you guys are out in this motherfucker on live air.
No,
but
well, so is
you do-
Courtney.
You're doing a great job.
If they
Ryan.
don't hear it from them, they're reading it in the comments. So
You're looking fit.
All
Buddy.
right, let's move on.
Thanks.
Tastefully done.
moving on. Worst cartoon in the
Wait.
2000s.
Did you say your movie?
No.
What'd you pick?
I don't
Fast
know.
and Furious.
There's too many good ones to pick.
I think he'd be Chris Farley.
I think he's Days of Thunder with Tom Cruise.
Tommy
Ooh,
Boy.
I was gonna say
Yeah,
Days
yeah,
of
that's a
Thunder.
good one. That's a
Or
great one.
Top Gun.
He'd
Top
be-
Gun.
Dude.
Ooh, yeah.
Ballad of Ricky Bobby with John C. Reilly.
Oh,
you
yeah.
are Ricky Bobby.
No.
I'd be in that one too.
Fuck yeah, you are.
You're more
I
John
think he'd
C.
be
Reilly.
Tommy Boy with David Spade.
No.
You're definitely that guy from the
I
Goonies.
see him in a race movie.
The Creature.
race movie.
Need a little wind here.
Need a little wind. All I want, 6 wings. Can't you turn the fryer back on, Karen?
I'm sorry, I'm retarded.
It doesn't hurt here or here, but right here. Oh my God, what happened to your face? I knew it.
Oh.
I sell car parts to the American working man because that's what I am, and that's who I care about.
That's a
Here
great-
comes the meat wagon.
We're just diving in on these things.
Oh my God.
Hey, thanks, Parker, for bringing those down, buddy.
All right, let's
Yeah, you ruined Josh. Josh has now ruined the live shot twice.
Yeah.
He had to get up and pee, and then he had his son walk in front of the camera.
Hey man, that's fucking service, so whatever. I don't
Yeah,
care.
dude, I'll take it all day.
Worst cartoon of the 2000s.
SpongeBob.
Yeah, SpongeBob was mine probably too, but I never really watched it. It was annoying.
Mine is a Cartoon Network cartoon that I absolutely despised. Johnny Test.
You didn't like Johnny?
Nope.
Johnny Quest?
Johnny Test.
Never heard of it.
Oh,
so-
not Johnny Bravo.
Not Johnny Bravo.
Yeah, that's what I was
So we're
thinking.
talking.
That's what I was thinking.
We're talking 2000.
2000's Johnny Test,
I would say SpongeBob,
which was a spinoff of Johnny Bravo.
I can't even say that because I never really watched it. It just always annoyed me because I was beyond the age of where I thought it was.
There were certain cartoons that I wouldn't watch.
SpongeBob's
'cause they annoyed
horrible.
me, but I cannot remember them for the life.
I will say this though, I'm not a big Family Guy fan.
Never seen it.
I'm not going to talk to you about this anymore, dude. What the fuck?
Yeah.
South Park. I was
Never
South Park.
seen it.
Family Guy. Seth MacFarlane likes to take his jokes and just run 8 minutes with one joke, and drag it on. Some Family Guy episodes are funnier. The earlier ones obviously are better, but the later ones that he's been doing,
He's just reaching for content.
not good. Thank you. Yeah, that's what I think too.
That's what
Cleve-
Dave's doing right now. Too.
Cleveland
He's just
show.
reaching for content.
Cleveland show was great. American Dad
Is
is
that why his
great.
hand was in his ass? Was he reaching for content?
Dude, he was digging.
Hey,
for
does this smell like
something.
pennies?
No.
All right.
Nickel.
Let's rip through these so we can get through with time here.
Yeah. Who? Hang on.
Next.
Would you rather be blind or deaf?
Deaf. Oh. What's the point of not seeing?
Oh, I
Put
think,
not hearing music, dude.
I think no. I
rather
think
be blind.
I'd rather be deaf.
If you're deaf, you
deaf.
still have the
You
ability
can put your
to
hand
have
on
a
a speaker
cochlear
and feel
implant.
that shit. Feel like the bass and the.
I'd rather be
shit.
deaf.
I'd rather be deaf.
Deaf.
Go ahead, guys.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
How are you going to,
You can do things.
just because you can
Without
hear music
not
doesn't mean you're
hearing.
going to see what the band looks like.
Who gives a fuck what the band looks like? They could wear pink sneakers and have long hair for all I care about. If the music's good, it's
but
good.
there's a lot more things that if I was
yeah.
like, I mean, I don't really want to get into like what.
Do we
you-
have to? Can we give up our sense of taste? Like, because
Well,
I would just
What would you miss if you were blind?
fucking everything,
Exactly. What would you miss if you're deaf?
everything else.
Well, if you said everything,
Like,
everything
like-
else has already been taken.
Well,
You would miss more if you were blind than you would be deaf
how do you know?
because you can.
You wouldn't know. You wouldn't know. You wouldn't know what people are talking. You wouldn't know what people are saying. You,
You
wouldn't
can
know
have
what's
a
going on.
sign languager. Yes, you can.
Does everybody speak sign language?
Is that a fucking question?
Did you ask? Does everybody speak sign language? Yeah, right here.
No. So learn a language
fucking
and speak sign language.
No, you would have an interpreter that would do sign language
Yeah.
for you.
You're a baseball fan. Get
So
used
you
to it.
would understand what people were saying around you.
Here's a crazy
if
thought.
you were blind, you couldn't see shit, but you could hear what people were saying.
Perfect. So you one. Your
down
eyes.
there.
You're a
Devil.
sports fan. You're a sports fan.
Yeah.
Huge sports fan. If you could only hear the game and not see it, what would it do to you?
So when I grew up, that's all I did was listen to the radio. 1490 KDTH, listen to
Okay.
Hawkeyes. So
Today, now that
it's
you
called
have
imagination. I know that we have these, and these get in the way of imagination, but I would rather give up my sight than give up my ears. Just saying.
Well,
Good for you,
I
buddy.
mean, whatever you want to do.
music, I think music is one thing I could never give up.
Any comments on that one?
No, I'd rather be deaf.
No, is there any?
It ain't about you.
Somebody says, yeah, if you're deaf, you can still read lips.
Can you read lips now if you're like?
Yeah, you can.
No, okay.
Save them for next time. You follow?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do we say in the draft?
I actually.
No, we're going. So
Well,
we got one more Ask Us Anything here, Mike.
yeah, because we had a few Ask Us Anythings that came in from viewers. So, how has algebra in school helped you with your adult career?
Hasn't
What?
at all.
Every day. But
Hold on, your career, your adult
No,
career,
no.
you deal cards.
have to
What
solve for X?
What has
So
algebra done for you?
A squared plus B squared equals C squared.
Cosine
That's a
tangent
Pythagorean
function.
that's not algebra, dude. That's
Geometry.
geometry.
Cosine
Well-
tangent function is algebra.
Clearly, algebra hasn't helped.
What
me.
has it done for you?
Neither is geometry.
In
No,
your
clearly
adult
geometry
career?
has.
Nothing.
What? Algebra?
Nothing.
So if I'm figuring a bet out, if I have a $5 bet.
That's not algebra.
Just wait.
Okay.
On a horn bet. Okay.
A horn.
If you know how to gamble, you'll fucking figure it out. On a horn bet, $5, it's $1.25 on each bet. So you still got to figure out what X is because it's a final number. So you're still figuring out what to fucking do with that. And then if you're doing
multiplication.
if you're doing the don'ts and shit, you got to do opposite math. So you're figuring out shit in reverse.
Talking about the donuts.
Okay.
The don't bets.
So for you guys that don't understand,
Sorry, I don't have a fucking problem.
the craps on craps, there's a don'ts and comes, and
There's
it's the
don't
exact
bets, come
opposite.
bets.
Yeah. 1-800 bets off. I don't have that problem.
All right. Well,
pass
this
line.
is in my career.
Yeah.
So it is very tangible in my career because I have to figure out.
Right, but I
Basic
had
math.
some judging when I didn't understand
But
bets.
so I'm just going to jump in here. You have to figure your payouts at any game in the casino.
Not necessarily.
Yeah.
You got a big boss. They'll figure it out for you if you don't know.
I
something.
think the movie 21 said it perfectly.
They did it completely wrong.
Blackjack is the similar payout because you're counting cards, and I think the chick in the movie said it's just basic math. Basic math is not algebra.
You are comparing blackjack to craps.
You're also comparing
Okay, so
algebra
now
to
we've
physics.
definitely digressed off the question.
It hasn't played a role in my career whatsoever. Algebra doesn't come into my daily job.
Yeah, dude, I don't
Ever.
really need to know
Ever.
what the square root of x times y equals
So
z
can I-
plus
can
6.
If you're building a bridge and
Well, hold on
you're
a second now. Let me just
an
add,
engineer, yes, your job.
let me ask you this. Yeah, for the specific math, like connotations of it, yes, it's absolutely, you probably don't use it very much. But in terms of like problem solving and having to figure out other things in a different way, you use it every single day
Algebra?
in a roundabout way. Yes, because you got to figure things out, okay? And that teaches you a different way to figure things out as opposed to just your basic
we didn't
straightforward
say
shit.
problem solving skills. School teaches you problem solving skills.
Where'd you learn algebra?
Huh?
Where'd you learn algebra?
Algebra
but
is a class.
It's legit to algebra.
In school.
The question was algebra.
So
I don't use algebra, I use
specific
geometry.
math.
I agree.
I've used geometry a few times. Yeah,
I don't
too,
use
never-
any of that. I use the calculator on my phone.
Which does basic math.
Next, okay.
And what is one of your biggest icks?
People who don't use algebra.
Good dovetail.
You know
Spiders.
What, you know what one of
Spiders.
my biggest icks is what Josh was doing in the mic.
Oh, smacking. I
Dude,
can't stand that.
Oh my god.
He'll be
dude.
sitting here just licking
Oh,
his...
is that what you were saying earlier? Like,
It is such a big pet peeve of mine. Like I literally,
You know what?
like
You
I
know
want to
what?
leave the room.
hey,
Or you hear this,
hey,
like, where's the fucking bag? Like, you just hear...
hey, do you know what? Like, they have actually studied that and have looked into it, that there is actually a chemical imbalance in your brain.
Well, fix
and
your
a
fucking brain, dude.
neurological issue if you have an issue with the way people eat. I tell Candace this all the time. It's a proven fact.
No,
Look it
you
up.
tried telling me that because I listen to metal, my heart rate goes up.
It does BPMs.
So
Read it.
Yeah, isn't nothing. That's fucking annoying.
So this is annoying, yeah. You're the fucking weird one who smacks. Don't blame us think we're weird because we don't like
Somebody
it.
said math helps every day, second of life. Math for sure, but algebra not at all.
I agree with that.
Baking ounces to spoons. That to me is
That's
basic
conversion.
math.
You know what? That's
conversion.
funny. Google will tell you
Yep.
how many ounces it is. To
Oh
spoon.
yeah,
That's-
Mike
that's
said.
King Henry died bang, drink a
Magic
shot
Mike
of
said chewing loudly.
Yeah,
Chewing
dude.
loudly.
Oh, it's so bad.
Oh, play video games with this fucking guy once.
Sorry guys.
Oh no! Hold on. You're gonna. If you're gonna call Josh out, I'm gonna call you out. You're sitting there, or the person with the bag of chips.
I mute
That's you
myself.
every night.
I mute myself
Bullshit.
every time. Every time I mute myself.
I love it. Hey Mike, my wife says the same thing. I chew loudly. I
Dude.
apologize.
The
We were
people that
mowing
chew
down some
loudly should
wings.
go eat together. Like it's bad.
Oh, it's a compliment to the chef.
This isn't fucking Japan.
I was the chef.
All right.
I was the chef.
That's the Ask Us Anywhere anything segment.
That is today's Ask Us Anything segment.
Or
If you
anything.
have any other questions, I mean anything, send it
Send
to us.
them in, man.
Send it to us. Send them in. We'll put them in here. We'll give you a shout out. Thank you to the ones that did it.
Magic Mike,
maybe
Ashley, and
Grandma Meyer.
Grandma Sherry.
Grandma
Maybe
Sherry, yeah.
we'll work on sending merch to people's questions we pull in or something like that. But yeah, get questions rolling and we need them. All right, moving on to our final segment of the night. And
I'm
this is
excited about
our
this
most
one.
favorite segment,
I'm
and
excited.
we are all very excited.
I'm fucking pumped.
We're doing our snake draft.
The Manstream Podcast Draft.
The Manstream Podcast. We need a button for that. That's what we need.
Dude, we're
so
not hearing
tonight-
shit.
I'm ready. I don't have it.
Tonight's
I'm ready, but I don't have it.
tonight's draft.
Train coming. It should be the train coming in.
Train. I got. Never mind. Tonight's draft is going to be top 5 classic cars. Now, to emphasize, a classic car is older than 25 years.
Agreed.
So a 1999 or older.
Yeah, and before any of you people on insurance that know insurance, it says 25 to 40. Anything over 40 is antique. Well, we
Anything
don't
over 40 is antique,
I
but
have
we
a
just
hard-
went all
yeah.
classic.
I have a hard time thinking that something 1999 is classic.
Yeah.
It is not
well,
classic.
I think
Basically,
we
if
all
you sell
do.
insurance, shut your mouth. 'Cause
Well,
we don't
that's-
care what you think.
that's
Well,
like-
we were going to do muscle cars, but we wanted to broaden it.
Well, that's like everybody saying Green Day's classic rock. The fuck they
God,
are.
that's so annoying. I heard them on
pop
all
punk
these
rock.
It's alternative.
Yeah,
isn't
but
it?
they play on classic rock stations now.
Well, they play Smash Mouth too, and it's annoying.
Yeah,
but
dude, it's
I
not
heard- I
classic
feel-
rock.
I know
Anyways,
it's not.
so the order for our draft is going to go me, Mike, Josh, Dave.
What's my name?
Aye.
Mike.
Slim Shady.
Got it right this time.
Slim Shady.
Yeah, I got it right.
Please stand up.
I've never got it right. So
All right.
kicking off the draft, I'm going to go with my number 1 pick,
Woo-hoo.
and I'm going to take my 1966 Shelby 427, blue, gloss blue with cream white stripes down the middle.
Are we doing colors and everything?
all chrome?
No,
can.
we don't have to.
Okay.
All chrome trim, and
What year?
67.
66
66.
67.
Shelby 427.
So here's the thing in the draft, Mike, that I think we should make sure we establish first. Year, make, and model.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Has to be year, make, and model.
because
So
there's
I appreciate you saying the year right.
And year.
yeah.
That was the first
Year.
thing he
Year.
said.
Yeah,
Your make
make
and
and
model.
model.
Not
Oh, I
your
thought
make-
he just said
not
your
your
make
make
and
and model.
model.
Year, make, and
model.
model.
Three
And year.
2 commas.
If you want to add a color and pinstripes and trim
So,
packages, absolutely
64
do it.
yeah, I'm going to go to
Shelby
the exact
Mustang.
One.
Yep.
No, not Shelby
66.
427.
Shelby
It's
427.
like
Yeah.
the Shelby Cobra.
Yep.
Convertible.
Not a 64.
It's got the chrome hoop behind the driver.
Or
Oh yeah,
66.
like a Monaco.
the
66.
one piece windshield.
I like
the
it.
bubble lights in the front.
You know what I'm talking about when I say Monaco?
And then
Like
you
a-
put the exhaust down underneath the door.
And you
yeah,
said
protect-
blue,
it's
right?
It's a beautiful car.
Weber
said-
carb sticking out through
It's
the
a beautiful car.
You said blue, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Nice color.
with the white racing stripe on the center.
Yeah, two.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
stripes.
It's a Monaco. It's all it is. It's,
This was not going to be my number 1 pick, but
You
because
motherfucker.
Josh said something earlier, I am moving it up to my number 1.
Yep, let's hear it.
I am going with the 1963 Aston Martin DB4.
Perfect.
Which is, in case you don't know what the Aston Martin DB4 is, that's James Bond.
Yeah, I was to say
vehicle.
that too, but that's a good one.
So I am going to
Good.
take that as my number 1 because Josh made a comment earlier, and I said, "Oh, I better move it."
No, you're fine because mine is actually the 1964 Aston Martin DB5, which was actually the more iconic James Bond car than the DB4.
Oh yeah, here you
Mine's
jizz
the
all over my face with your big testicles.
1967 DB.
I was quite all right with your answer, Mike, because I got mine in.
The original James Bond car was the 1964.
I don't disagree with you
Aston
whatsoever.
Martin, or 63 Aston
The better
Martin
looking
DB4.
one was the DB5,
Yeah,
64.
and your mom.
So you took
She
the
is great looking.
60. Took the 64.
My dad married
The
her.
60. What do you take? 64.
I took
He
the
took 63.
Okay,
I
you
took
took
64
Okay.
DB5.
I'll do the 1970 Chevrolet Chevelle SS 454 as my number 1 because I've always had I just wanted the car. Like my neighbors had one when I was younger, and hearing that thing just rev up in the summertime, oh, dude, it was good. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
So that
Hit
ever
your
since,
loins,
ever
didn't
since then, I've always been appreciative of that car specifically.
Perfect.
You got 2.
You
Is
get
this
to go
super,
again.
This is super.
Snake.
Oh my god!
Snake
My
right.
list. Okay, the
Oh, it's on his phone. I thought you had it.
1969 Ford Mustang Boss 429
Perfect.
is my number 2 because I like I'm a Mustang guy. I know these guys give me shit for it, but I find the older models
No.
especially to be really fascinating looking. Just great cars, great machines, great engines overall.
Built well,
I thought so.
could fix and repair pretty cheap, right, Ryan? All these old cars.
Well,
How the
carburetors.
fuck
yeah.
would I know?
You're a
You're
race
the-
car
you're the
guy.
one
You
about- come
fucking
on,
fix
guys.
race
What
cars.
am I, a goddamn mechanic that works on
Repairing-
classic
Aren't you?
cars?
Aren't you a
Repairing-
mechanic?
Race
repairing,
car world does not compare to street OEM world at all.
repairing carburetors is a hell of a lot cheaper than
Fuel injectors.
repairing
They're
fuel.
good.
You're right.
I'm sorry, I just
yeah.
figured.
What?
Who's next?
They're
Josh.
good.
Pick number 2.
Oh shit, it is me. All right, I'm gonna go. I stuck on a pretty good theme of movie cars.
You're gonna do the DB6, aren't you?
I'm gonna do the 1969 Pontiac GTO Judge from Dazed and Confused.
I was gonna do that one too.
Hugger
Shit.
orange, black rag top,
Yeah, that's a good
tack
one.
on the hood, fucking mag. Well, just. I went from I go from 6 to midnight every time I see it. That is my if I ever have enough liquidity, to just spend $75,000 on a fully restored or original would be great. That's the car I'm buying. I don't like
dislike
purple.
you.
I want orange.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the 1957 Chevy Bel Air Coupe.
Classic.
Part of the Tri-5s.
Yep.
Are you gonna like drop the top and lower it and all that stuff? Or are you leaving it stock?
No,
Bag
this
it
is
out.
a
Wheelie
hard
bars.
top coupe.
Bag it.
This is not a convertible coupe.
Curb
No,
feelers.
I know. I meant drop top. Like
Oh,
you chop the
yeah.
windows
Chop
and
top,
shit down.
yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
chop top.
I knew a farmer once that had his original 1957 Bel Air Coupe, and he took the 3 in the tree out, put a 4 on the floor, dual carbed it. He had to put wheelie bars on it because he was leaving his machine shed, and his foot slipped off the clutch and popped straight up.
Ooh, Jesus.
Does that have the two-tone paint job
Yes.
where it splits and the white stripe gets
Yes.
bigger as it goes down the tail
Yeah,
fins?
1957 Chevy
Just a
Bel Air
beautiful
was
car.
was
It
the
is.
last of the Tri-5s. It was 55, 56, 57.
I like that.
57 had the bigger
What
fins
color?
on it.
What color do you want?
I never said color.
What color would you take if you had that car? Like,
Pink.
what would you want?
Teal.
Teal.
Teal with white.
Like that aqua
Yeah.
color?
I think you
Yeah,
got to have
fuck
the
yeah.
teal one or you got to have the bright red one. Like that's
I
the
agree.
only two options.
I agree.
Color
Yeah,
matched interior.
Yeah, the teal one's I think iconic for that specific.
So
I like
That's
that's,
what
a
I
good
th-
choice.
my,
That's a
uh,
good choice.
Yeah.
My second car here is going to be a 1969 Ferrari 250 GTO. Ooh. The convertible.
That was on my list at one point. I
That
removed
is
it.
just I mean, I probably wouldn't fit in that fucking car.
We wouldn't.
Doesn't matter about that.
It's like the window would be where my microphone is, and I'm driving just eating bugs. But it is just an absolute
Beautiful machine.
beautiful car.
Yep,
Oh, I get to go again.
you do.
F&A, man.
F&A Cotton.
My third pick will be a 1955 Mercedes-Benz 300 SL Gullwing.
What-
If you
what
have
year?
not seen that car,
Yeah, it's awesome.
look it up. That I think it's the first
It
car
is. First Gullwing
with
door.
the Gullwing doors.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And they come way up to the middle. Dude,
Yep.
it is so
It is sick.
freaking sick looking.
It
And
is.
it scoots. It's a Mercedes.
You know, I got to be honest. I am surprised by your decisions here.
Mine?
Very
You know,
not common like
they're
you would
not.
think.
I, you know, and,
put
and,
thought
and
in
I'm
this.
not putting you in the racing world, but like you have always been known to me as a race car driver and a race car guy, a racer of anything. You know, I figured you would have gone classic cars all the way, and I mean classic muscle cars.
I have my muscle cars.
I would have never thought the
That
Ferrari.
Ferrari
or-
would blow some of
it
us out of the
would.
water, though, man. That
Yeah,
thing's
that
a
Ferrari
fucking-
and the Mercedes, like I would have never
Mercedes
thought you
maybe,
would have
but
chosen.
yeah.
Great choices, man. Honestly, great
they're
fucking
ri-
choices.
Real out of the
They're
box
race-
thinking here, Ryan.
They're
Yeah.
racing cars.
Yeah, absolutely.
There it is. There's that
Yeah, it's
Mercedes.
beautiful.
there.
Look how
the
look at that
Mercedes-
machine.
Oh, look at that.
That's
Too
a
bad
hard
if
car.
you haven't Googled that, it's a beautiful
silver
car.
would have been the iconic color for that.
I feel
to
like
me.
the DB9 is more the DB whatever the fuck is more silver.
For the people at home, we're
DB5,
looking
yeah.
at it on the TV,
Yeah.
and all of us are
Good.
pants got tighter.
So
6 to midnight.
So go ahead, Mike.
my next pick is going to be the 1970 Buick Skylark GSX.
Nice. Buicks are not always an old people car.
Hey.
Just saying.
No, the Buick Skylark.
Oh,
was
back
actually
from
a-
my
Back
cousin
in the day,
Vinny?
Buick was a fucking
yeah,
power.
Buick Skylark GSX was
Yeah.
a fucking machine, man.
There it is.
rear posi.
The yellow one, yellow with black stripe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't it crazy how all the cars back then were similarly styled as far as the curves?
So like from
I got a
from
good story
like
for you.
from like 67 to 71.
Yeah.
The Chevelle was all little minute changes per year, and it was as much
crazy.
of a bottom reflector light from white to yellow, or light for the rear light being circle or square.
Yep.
That's all it was.
I was just offshoot real quick on how the cars all look similar.
Yeah.
When I first moved up here, I'm riding with my grandpa. We're going north on Highway 61, just past Otter Creek. And on the left, there's a couple houses on that hill, and one of them had a muscle car for sale. And we drove by, and all you could see was the front of it. And I was like, wow, they got a GTO up there for sale. And my grandpa's like, no, that is a Charger. And I'm like, no, that is not. Look at the front
Slapped a
of it.
GTO on.
Look at the front of it. No, it was a earlier era Charger than I was used to. The fronts kind of looked similar to the GTOs.
So like 65
And
before probably?
I argued with my grandpa about it for about 10 minutes. He turned around and we went back
Really?
to prove me wrong.
Were you wrong?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
That's
All day.
fantastic.
The Chargers and the GTOs were very similar.
Very similar.
The Challengers were longer. Right. So, anyways, Josh.
My turn. I'm going to go classic Smokey and the Bandit, 1977 Pontiac Trans Am.
Oh, Trans Am is iconic. I like it.
The big bird on the hood.
Yeah.
Had to have the wings.
Shaker hood.
Shaker hood. Had to have the wings.
You got two.
My next one's going to be the 1970 AMC Rebel.
Ooh.
Is a fucking powerhouse, dude. That thing is a machine. I like that car. I've always been a fan of that car. It's got a lot of power. I've never driven one, but I would love to. If someone's got one, take it for a spin. My next one, I think I'm going to go with the Camaro. Like, that's an iconic car. We'll say 69 probably.
That's one of my favorite cars.
Like, it's just, I mean, you can't go wrong with it because it's such a good looking machine. But Camaros, they're great. They're great muscle cars.
It's like, it's different from you look at the Chargers and the GTOs from them, they're big.
It's small. Yes, the Camaro's smaller and more compact. And
the front end looks mean with the round lights, the inset grill. It's like in your face. Here we go.
Again, sticking with the themes of movies for me is the 1969 Dodge Charger 440 Fast and the Furious. Dominic Toretto.
Oh,
he had his motor blown out though, but that to me, that's a classic car.
I thought you were gonna say Dukes of Hazzard.
Nope.
I thought you were going to go. I thought you were going to go to the General Lee too.
No.
It's okay. It's okay.
No, Fast and the Furious. Dom Toretto's car. Charger made it in every movie.
I'm going to go with the 1967 Pontiac Firebird. It was the first year they ever made a Firebird, and if you don't know what they look like, make sure you look them up. The 1907 Pontiac Firebird was a smoking car.
It was. It is.
It was a beautiful car.
Beautiful car. So
Beauty.
my fourth car here, I'm gonna go with have to go with the 1966 Corvette with the split rear window.
Oh yeah.
They made it two ways. You had one piece glass, or you had split glass.
Is that T-top?
Split glass.
Or is that-
It's not a T-top, but the body comes down and connects to the trunk. Cool. Super hard to find. You can't get the glass for them anymore, but they are freaking sweet looking cars. Then for my final pick, and I might get some slack on this one because there's a lot of good choices left, but I got to go with the car that if I could buy tomorrow, I would. No, no, and I got to get in the age range. They made these until 2017, and honestly, I would take any year, but I will go with a 1999 Dodge Viper.
Dude, that's a drift car. That's a drift car. It is not.
It is not a drift car.
That is a
I have
drifting car.
wanted one of those things since I knew what a car
I am
was.
just
I've
dumbfounded
driven
by
one.
all of his
I like the
choices.
Dodge Viper, but I'm just saying
They're
that's a drift car.
It is
Like
not
it
a drift car.
is.
They're all
I've driven
great.
one. It is not a drift car.
But that is not who
funny
I thought
story.
you were. Really, that's not who I thought you were.
Funny stat about the Dodge Viper. What do you think the number one vehicle wrecked upon taking delivery after you buy it is in America?
Z06
The Dodge
Corvette.
Viper.
Really?
Dodge Viper. They're rear-wheel drive. They have so much power that people aren't used to
Just
it.
can't control it.
Yeah, they're not a drift car. They are not at all. I've driven a Dodge
There's
Viper.
a lot of race teams race them, like road course race teams and stuff like that.
Road
Your
course,
other leagues,
not
stuff.
drifting.
No, I think you want to keep it in line as much as you can. But yeah, so that finishes up my top five. Mike?
I am going to take with my final the 1967 Mustang Fastback.
Ooh.
The Mustang Fastbacks are one of my favorite. I helped a guy restore one, and he put side pipes on it, side exhaust on it. It was such a sweet car.
Side exhaust on any of those old cars just looks sick.
So I'm an old car junkie. I love classic cars, man.
Nice.
So
Like the choice.
Josh,
Final movie car for me.
Herbie.
No. I was Ryan almost said it, but it's the 1967
Shelby GT 500.
Chevrolet Corvette 427.
I thought he was going to say
I wasn't going to
Eleanor.
go with
That's
Eleanor.
what I was-
It's just overused.
I love Eleanor. It's
420
honorable mention for
the
sure.
silver 427 in the movie Con Air that gets yanked from that shed by the fucking airplane. That's to me a great car.
Yeah.
My last one's going to be a newer version of the Mustang. It's going to be the 1985 5.0 GT Mustang.
Did you take two Mustangs?
I did.
Is that the vanilla ice
Fox body. The
Mustang?
Fox body.
Fox body
one.
Mustang.
Yeah. So it's just, I think it's like one of the last years they made a really good Mustang before they started kind of getting cheaper.
There's
Yeah.
I mean,
Is that what you said? Like, I don't want to be, I like Mustangs still, but like
They weren't so
Honestly-
muscly anymore after that.
after that, yeah, they stopped putting the bigger engines in them and kind of more.
I think they're
More fuel economy.
the ugliest, except for the electric Mustang. They're the ugliest Mustang I've ever
Oh,
seen
I
in my
love it,
life.
dude.
But
That's what
it's-
you just
It's
picked?
like it's
The engine is so.
that is
fucking-
what you just picked?
that's
Yeah.
what he picked.
God, dude, that thing's a fucking animal. Have you ever driven one of those?
I mean, that's stock.
It
right
reminds
there,
me of
but
my
when you-
Ford Escort.
Yeah.
on account that I have one. So I'm just saying, like, I love it.
You don't have one.
I do have one.
You have that.
I have that. Black.
Where?
In
You
my
have a
parents-
Hyundai Tiburon in your parents.
He has that,
That
too.
one.
He has that too.
That one.
Yep.
Why do you not have it running?
It's a fixer upper, man.
Dude,
When do you touch it?
good things take time.
Thank you.
Oh, okay.
It's like
And
a fine,
it needs a new
it's like
transmission. It needs a new clutch. It needs a new.
It's like a fine aged single barrel whiskey. It
So,
takes time.
I also had the GTO on mine, the 69 GTO Judge.
I figured you did when you got pissed at
But
me.
one that I didn't pick was a 69 Chevelle SS 396.
I'm surprised no one picked a Chevelle.
I did.
Dave did.
First
Dave
one.
picked the
454,
okay.
the 70. No, I took the 70.
I almost took a 70 Chevelle SS Nomad, which is a very rare car. But there's so many good classics.
I haven't checked the
Dude, the
chat in a while.
1970 GTO was one of my
Oh my
favorites, too.
gosh!
I almost had the El Camino. Like
Yeah,
69
that's
El
a
Camino.
super.
Yeah.
All right, here's what a couple people in the chat said that we're talking about cars. A 95 Honda Civic hatchback.
Oh,
Get the
God,
fuck
freaking
outta here.
Honda kids. Go home, racers.
Brandon asked if we ever talked about auto racing. Actually, Brandon, we did start the show off talking about Daytona 500, probably within the first half hour. We don't like to stick to one topic too much. We like to get into what our segments that we do each week. Somebody said these are their top 5 cars. Didn't have a year. Lamborghini Countach.
I don't even know what the fuck that is.
Google it.
It's one of the first Lamborghinis. Lamborghini Countach.
Do you know how to spell Countach?
Countach.
Just get it close.
It'll fill it in.
Yeah, it'll fit. There it is. Let's see it right there. Like 6 down. 5 down.
Lamborghini Countach. It's gonna just
Nope,
be
there
a
you
big
go.
wedge
Right
body
there.
Lamborghini.
Lamborghini Countach.
Oh, dude, that's a hell of a good looking car.
So
Wolf of Wall
the
Street.
Diablo is one of them I
Yeah.
could have picked too. Is an
Yeah.
old 93 Diablo.
That's Wolf of Wall Street. Right
That
there.
is, yeah. Jordan Belfort.
Somebody had a Ferrari 308 GTS from Magnum PI.
Yeah.
Great movie car, I agree. 76 Trans Am, 69 Ford Mustang Shelby GT500 Eleanor.
That's Eleanor.
Nice.
Did someone say
1970
you
Dodge
said Trans
Charger.
Am? Who said Trans Am before? Oh, you said okay.
Yeah.
19 what?
1970 Dodge Charger.
Hellcat.
I like
Was that the Hellcat?
I like the 70 Charger. I
Or
was
is that the Hellcat?
I was a big fan of the 70 Challenger though.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, one of my favorite vehicles of all time, and I didn't pick it, was a Corvette, a Dodge
The
Corvette,
Corvette?
dude.
Yeah.
You know, I almost picked. One of my favorite movies ever, fucking Wayne's World, the AMC Pacer.
AMC Pacer.
I was thinking about picking the Javelin.
I'm surprised someone didn't take the Back to the Future.
No. The
DeLorean?
They're
No.
piece
They're
of
trash,
shit.
dude. They're junk.
They're actually
It's
coming
so-
back out with the electric version of it here in 2025.
It's so,
So,
ugly.
Have you guys ever
Look at
seen
that thing.
Have you guys ever seen the movie
I see a little silhouette of a man.
the movie called The Wraith?
The Wraith?
The
Chrysler
Wraith?
The Wraith. WRAITH.
Thought you said
Nancy,
Wraith
pull
with
it
a
up for
lisp.
us. The Wraith.
Look at that
It
thing.
was a Chrysler concept car that never made it into production. This car was the first original supercar.
Oh, dude, no one picked the Hemi Cuda either. I thought I was looking for someone to pick a Plymouth.
Pull up the images on that.
Plymouth Barracuda.
It was
the Hemi
based
Cuda,
on,
but yeah,
I think it was based
the
on a
Plymouth
Trans
Barracuda.
Am or a Firebird body and a chassis, but the motor was put in the rear like a Lamborghini.
What the fuck is going on?
I don't know what he's doing.
what did you click?
He's on Bing asking for cosplay.
What are you on? What are you Googling back
Things
there?
have
man?
taken a turn here.
All right,
Yes,
so
you
what
know.
else? What else did we have there? Anything else?
No, I said, hey, love the Smokey and the Bandit car. Love the 95 Honda Civic hatchback. I love hot rods. I love hot rods.
I love Job.
What's the Batmobile? Is a Batmobile a specific car? Can that count?
Somebody just popped off with a 1991 Geo Metro.
That's Ryan.
Fucking A,
No,
dude. That's just.
Didn't you have a Geo?
No, I had a 1989 Ford Escort ZX2.
Ford Escort.
We'll look at the Wraith after.
2-door,
we get done
5-speed
here, Nancy.
sports car.
Great car.
I'm disappointed Bond didn't show up tonight.
Bon, where the
you know,
fuck are you, man?
Two more cars I think are honorable mentions that didn't get put on there. The freaking the Plymouth.
Cuda? Hemi
No,
Cuda?
no. The Charger, the Roadrunner NASCAR Charger.
Oh, the
with
Roadrunner?
huge,
The Roadrunner, yeah.
Huge
with the
wing in the
huge
back.
fucking wing,
Yeah.
the wedge nose, and then the freaking Stingray, Corvette Stingray.
Did anybody take a Mach? Ford Mach?
No.
No.
I was going to. It was a 69 Ford Fastback Mach 1 I had on my list, but I was, after you put the Fastback in there, I was like, you know what? I'll stay
Too
with the
similar.
Mach
Yeah.
1.
Yeah.
But Steven Seagal.
The Mach 1
1.
is cool though. Like I just like Mustang bodies and.
Yep.
Plymouth Satellites were pretty sweet too.
Yeah.
Dodge Darts.
There's just so many cars.
Dude.
Ford
Yeah.
Ranchero.
Eh,
Ejectocito, cuz.
All right.
But so we'll take those drafts, put them together in a little picture, and throw it up on our social medias.
And
Make sure
you-
you give it a like. for your favorite list. If you're unsure of a
Yeah,
car,
so who's going to do
Google
that this
stuff.
week?
You are.
I will
Mike
be in
is
Florida.
going to do
No,
it.
I will be in
Mike
Florida.
is going to be in Florida. You
I
know
will
what?
not have my computer.
I'll
work on it.
Okay.
I'll
We'll
work
work
on it.
together.
And I'll take my cutter back.
Yeah, I thought you didn't need it. I mean,
I thought you had like 20 of these, homie.
But yeah, I mean, anybody got anything to add? We're nearing the end of our podcast here.
Oh,
Somebody
man.
said the Knight Rider car, Pontiac Fiero, and a Superbird.
I'm surprised. I wish someone would have took Herbie.
Herbie the Love Bug.
Volkswagen?
Fuck yeah.
You know what? Is like a supercar Volkswagen? Porsche.
It is.
I hate.
Nobody took an older Porsche. I'm surprised
I hate old.
I was
Porsches.
going to
Buy
go.
a Volkswagen.
I was going to go with the 911.
Is it Porsche or Porsche?
Porsche. It's Porsche.
Well, actually, everybody says Porsche.
I
Well,
just don't
everybody's
like
wrong.
them.
We're in the
I don't
U.S.
like 'em.
It's Porsche.
I don't.
Somebody
like
said a
Porsches.
1969 meat wagon.
Where's
Here
the hippie
comes
van?
the meat wagon.
The Volkswagen.
And on that note, Ryan,
Hey, thanks for joining us.
he says, "Oh my god!"
Make sure you comment, like, subscribe. We'll be back in 2 weeks. If
March
you have
1st,
any,
and Kyle will be on.
Kyle will be here.
Kyle will be in house. We've missed Kyle.
Yeah, he'll be in
Shout out
house.
to him.
Kyle and
Miss
his wife had
you.
a baby.
We hope the wife and the baby are doing great. Hope you're doing great.
Callan,
we'll see you
we'll see ya.
soon. But yeah, thanks for tuning in tonight. We appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you next time.
Adios.
Thank you.
Yeah.